Women running the world, one day 6:30, let's have a good time. Get in line, free your mind, let the music help you celebrate life. Get in line, keep it real, get empowered and inspired to feel. Get in line, love the essence madly. Bright sky.
Massive on the beats.
Hit him in the head with this one, kid.
Yo, shorty getting right with the kid right. Champagne got bottles on deck, right? For the problems, got a thing with the red light. Got the club going up like a test flight. Yeah, killer haters, I'm the hitman. Got beats, got bars, I'm the hitman. Hold up, wait, or is it cause I kill shit? Hey yo, we came to shut them down. Kill switch. Type of shit we do every day. We fly and we crash the party. Mayday. Ball out, middle finger to them naysayers. And my bars, good money. Payday.
One time, bad boy, listen up. Broke spot man, no fear from bus shot. And you know we had our girls on lock. In the city, we roll with the Glock.
You know what it is when we through the door. Niggas don't want beef, we got the fofo. Niggas better leave us alone, or tonight they won't be making it home. You know what it is when we through the door. Niggas don't want beef, we got the fofo. Niggas better leave us alone, or tonight they won't be making it home.
Yo, you don't really want beef, you don't want problems, you don't really want heat. You ain't seen shit, nah, you don't really wanna speak. 14-day swag, cause your shit too weak. But we just chillin', having fun though. Shorty popping off, no gun though. She loose, but she said she having one more. I'm from the X, so I kill her with the pun flow. You little niggas keep thinking, so let them keep thinking. They can't get hit with the smithing for reckless talking while like a sipping, resulting in niggas missing. And now you scared and you wishing that you was in a better position to live in.
One time, bad boy, listen up. Broke spot man, no fear from bus shot. And you know we had our girls on lock. In the city, we roll with the Glock.
You know what it is when we through the door. Niggas don't want beef, we got the fofo. Niggas better leave us alone, or tonight they won't be making it home. You know what it is when we through the door. Niggas don't want beef, we got the fofo. Niggas better leave us alone, or tonight they won't be making it home.
Massive on the beats.
Charge you extra for this beat, nigga.
Late night in the phone. Call me, tell me what you want. I've been living on a different wave these days, baby, I'm grown. And I don't wanna play games. Love it when you scream Jay. Said all these bitches is the same until you pull up in the way. The way you moving it is insane. Damn, your body looking great. Let me pull up in the way. What? In the go switch lanes. Ain't a damn thing changed. Still these niggas gon' hate. Dip and dodge through the traffic just to make shit happen. X-Mans ain't do you right. Damn, it sounds so tragic. Let me put you on the magic. Let me fuck you on the mattress. If it's drugs that you really want, I can cop a few tablets. We can do what you imagine. 3 a.m. conversations. I'm busy trying to keep a cadence, but damn, that body look amazing. We smoke, yeah, that's been the fragrance. Way we fucking shit is hella dangerous. Riding, grinding till your legs shaking. Just dessert, girl, I love to taste it. Tell you that I don't be wasting my time. Fuck niggas tight that I've been on my grind. Tell me that you wanna spend all your time rocking with me, cause you know there's a line. Difference between me and them, he only shoot at the gym. Whenever I shoot, I don't miss. See that you saving my kiss, something that you won't forget. Never forget. Yeah, and memories last a lifetime. If I fly out the country, will you risk all your flight miles just to fuck while I'm on trial? Stamp the passport so why? Seen your name, shit is on fire. Seen your body, girl, you on fire. Late night in the phone. Call me, tell me what you want. I've been living on a different wave these days, baby, I'm grown. And I don't wanna play games. Love it when you scream J. Said all these bitches is the same until you pull up in a way. The way you moving it insane. Damn, your body looking great. Let me pull up in a way. What? In the go switch lanes. Ain't a damn thing changed. Still these niggas gon' hate. Dancing on me like she on the stages. Down and dash, but I want dessert. I can tell by your body language that you really wanna make it work. Something different from these other niggas, cause the way I'm living life is do or die. In positions I cannot envision. Never was a thing with you and I. Soul connection, mixed complexion. Got you feeling so gone. Disconnection, bitter ending, got me feeling so strong. And that's a brum tongue cocktail, so deadly but it's so sweet. Felt the pressure when you rolled me, love drunk so you OD. Skirt through the traffic, dipping dots through the mattress. Shake it like you rode a booty pole. I ain't wanna get too involved till we smoke deuce back to back. Shorty rolling, it's a trap. You say it's mine so you bad, and your mind open so it's been a rap. Stop ignoring all the simple facts, and come and rock with a real one. Bite marks on my lower lip, so she knows she really tryna feel one. A1 sex, but it's J6, so she switch up the lingo. When she back it up, I smack it up. I let her watch that thing go. Late night in the phone. Call me, tell me what you want. I've been living on a different wave these days, baby, I'm grown. And I don't wanna play games. Love it when you scream J. Said all these bitches is the same until you pull up in a way. The way you moving it insane. Damn, your body looking great. Let me pull up in a way. What? In the go switch lanes. Ain't a damn thing changed. Still these niggas gon' hate.
Charge you extra for this beat, nigga.
Shout out to Beat Hogan. Yo, we lose. It's crazy how hip-hop changed though, right?
Yo, you ain't live, man.
I mean, we went from trapping and, you know, I thought there was different genres and whatnot, you know, but
That's a fact.
it is what it is, you know. But I see the boom bap making a
That's a
comeback.
fact, word. That's a fact, man.
And I won't be here to ride the wave, cause I always been here, never left, you know how that go.
You ready?
Let's go. Lights, spliffs, Henny by the fifth. A homie gon' die, so let a homie live. It's the cause, the cash, doesn't come fast. Hard to bubble with the struggle, that just mean I'm gon' last. Lights, spliffs, Henny by the fifth. A homie gon' die, so let a homie live. It's the love that hates you, never get it straight. All it takes is a mistake for you to go and lose your play. Keep a bigger than my mental, like Jigga, just a little less sentimental. Keep grinding, you gon' see where it gets you. Learn not to ask for favors, feels better when somebody else bless you. But before you start to feel special like the 38, ulterior motives rise faster than urban murder rates. So I curb and regurgitate, I'm good so I don't earn a murder case. Mind heavy like these bitches' purses weight. Lord, get a hearse for the first person to get on my nerves today. We gon' nurse the pain, beer make me nurse the drain. And you get me charged like a burst of flame. Fake ass rappers come and curse the game, the nerve of them motherfuckers. But it's cool, I mean, I get it. And tight ass jeans and that purple hair work for you, then I mean run with it, homie. But I'ma hit the stage like, you know. Lights, spliffs, Henny by the fifth. A homie gon' die, so let a homie live. It's the cause, the cash, doesn't come fast. Hard to bubble with the struggle, that just mean I'm gon' last. Lights, spliffs, Henny by the fifth. A homie gon' die, die, so let a homie live. It's the love that hates, people never get it straight. All it takes is a mistake for you to go and lose your play. Business is business, no matter the profession. Always. Learn that the hard way, but rather was a blessing. Truth. I keep it real, what this chatter with discretion. Wanna badger you with questions, just adding to the tension. I'm an addict to this chess and it shows with every movement. Tactical with messages, exposing them losing. Not part of the evolution, part of the restitution. In conclusion, you're just a nuisance, cause I'm the one niggas choosing. I be just cruising, evaluating my life. How it can make it seem it all changed overnight. But it takes years, tears, and the work of a stallion to make it to the top. Ask anyone champion how it happened. And that's some real shit right there. I mean, they always gonna go for the one-hit wonders, you know, but consistency is always gonna last. And when I get there, you know I'm gonna hit the stage like lights, spliffs, Henny by the fifth. A homie gon' die, so let a homie live. It's the cause, the cash doesn't come fast. Hard to bubble with the struggle, that just mean I'm gon' last. Lights, spliffs, Henny by the fifth. A homie gon' die, so let a homie live. It's the love that hates, people never get it straight. All it takes is a mistake for you to go and lose your play. That's all it takes, homie. One mistake. And when you make that mistake, like I said, consistency. I'll be here, baby.
Yeah. Nemesis. DX. De mi sistema. Voy al aire ya. Cuando yo la vi se me pararon los pelos de la piel. Desde la cabeza hasta los pies me lo imaginé. Oh, yeah. Me descontrolé. Supe qué hacer yo. No puedo. Oh, no. Mami, no puedo controlarme. Consuma y esa boca maya. Mami, no puedo controlarme. Esa escuela me pone maya. Mami, no puedo controlarme. Me seduces más con tu forma de bailar. Mami, no puedo controlarme. De mi sistema. Lo primero que yo hice fue mirarle los deditos de los pies. De mantecadito, con ganas de comerme los deditos. Ahí fue que me controlé. Se me pegó, me pegué. La sentí, después la probé. Nemesis se la quiere comer. Su cuerpo ya lo sé. Mami, tú tienes todo como es. No puedo controlarme. Mami, tú tienes todo como es. Oh, yeah. Mami, tú tienes todo como es. No puedo controlarme cuando veo bailando a esa mujer. Transfórmate, mami, transfórmate, mami, transfórmate. Mami, no puedo controlarme. Transfórmate, mami, transfórmate, mami, transfórmate.
Hey guys, this is your girl The Essence. We are here at Nightline.tv, and boy, are we going to have a magnificent throwback show. I got Mr. Bobby Simmons in the house, who's already here. Yes. We're just warming up a little bit, and we'll be right back on Get In Line with your girl The Essence. Happy Wednesday.
Mami, no puedo controlarme. Su cuerpo me pone maya. Mami, no puedo controlarme. Me seduces más con tu forma de bailar. Mami, no puedo controlarme. Mami, tiene ese beat, carga ese pacata. La belleza latina que a mí me descontrola más. Será caribeña o de Sudamérica. A mí no me importa porque todas son bellas. Quiere que nene no pare de tocar. Yo toda la noche lo que quiera es perrear. Mami, no pare de calentarme. Mami, no puedo controlarme. Consuma esa boca maya. Mami, no puedo controlarme. Ese cuerpo a mí me pone maya. Mami, no puedo controlarme. Me seduces más con tu forma de bailar. Mami, no puedo controlarme. Oh no. Yeah. Piel. DX. Nuevos tema, Nemesis.
Money in my pocket while I'm rolling in a Lambo. Any time of day I leave a motherfucker canceled. Still a mess, kill it like I'm thugging it in sandals. Chilling on Miami Beach, burning like a candle. Spitting in your face like a camel. Smoking a Newport, counting up my ammo. Girls say to ammo, I say to ammo. Sorry for my broken New York and that Spaniel. I'll break it down like your grandpa on the banjo. Fresh blunt rolled up, my brand new Kango. No, this ain't a movie, there's no fandango. For real life OD outside Club Santos. This is NYC, New York City, home of the nuts. My Bronx says I'll straight blow out your gut. What the bro? You never gonna stop me to stop an Apollo. Gotta find yourself a Rocky. Got me? Hold up, don't stop now. I wanna see you lick it in the air right now.
Yo, put your bottle up, put your bottle up, put your bottle up, go and get your ass drunk.
I said hold up, don't stop now. I wanna see you lick it in the air right now.
Yo, put your bottle up, put your bottle up, put your bottle up, go and get your ass drunk.
I'm nice, I'm nasty, I'm flashy, right? I'm nice, I'm nasty, I'm flashy, right? I'm nice, I'm nasty, I'm flashy, right? Jump on stage like Kanye and snatch the mic. In the trials and tribulations that I'm living, I'm fit to stack my cheddar to the sky and break the ceiling. What more can I say? I'm just still a mess chillin'. And when I say I'm chillin', I'm chillin'. I'm sicker than the minds of parents that be killing children. I got 'em saying slow down, dog, I'm trippin'. If I'm riding strapped, then I'm chrome for a fifth. And remember, don't cross the street unless you stop, look, and listen. Submission, hoes what I put 'em in. Maybe your ultimate fighter is what I should have been. On that note, you could get it how you want it. I skate up with your ice cold to tan June and flaunt it. Hold up, don't stop now. I wanna see you lick it in the air right now.
Yo, put your bottle up, put your bottle up, put your bottle up, go and get your ass drunk.
I said hold up, don't stop now. I wanna see you lick it in the air right now.
Yo, put your bottle up, put your bottle up, put your bottle up, go and get your ass.
All night, might catch me up in VIP, drinking Grey Goose with your wife. I know that you still love her, cause she's your baby mother. But when I'm done with the 16th drink, I'm probably gon' fuck her. I'm dirty, I'm nasty, right? I raise your blood pressure up, I talk shit all night. He's on stage again and he's high as a kite. He kicked a hole in the speaker, choked someone with the mic. What is he on? Somebody said he's high on life. Wait, didn't he say that he get high all night? If violence is a drug, I get high off fights. And music gets me buzzed, I get high off mics. I get high by giving y'all the stuff that you like. So you should get high off the stuff that I write. Oh nah, you never gonna stop me to beat me 1D. Gotta bring your whole posse. Got me, the flow is so hot, but I'm cooler than Fonzie. Just think about the stuff I could do to your auntie. They say still a mess, why you rap so raunchy? I don't know, why does your girlfriend want me? It's just me. Hold up, don't stop now. I wanna see you lick it in the air right now.
Yo, put your bottle up, put your bottle up, put your bottle up, go and get your ass drunk.
I said hold up, don't stop now. I wanna see you lick it in the air right now.
Yo, put your bottle up, put your bottle up, put your bottle up, go and get your ass drunk.
Still a mess.
So what if just the night is young? Who cares where we go? We're ready for the afterglow. Jack and Coke music.
West Side Highway, moon over the water. Skywalkers like Blue Dream from California.
We're ready for the afterglow.
On a wave, like North Shores of Honolulu. Good night to my missus hung up on the Bluetooth. Party on the roof, Uber downstairs, 1 week in the town and we feeling like we from here. Feeling like we from here. Orange wristband, bartender, give me more drinks. Sipping celebration, all the blessings the Lord brings. Till it hits you like the night French lost change. We're ready, friend, we lost tonight, we going all in.
Something you can only feel, not touch. Stimulating the psyche like when the boost hits the clutch. Lifting your body to embody this moment is so potent. 2090 Skywalking with I rolled in the Dutch. Oh yeah. 2 shots and I take it back. One way, how you gon' die? Put your cups to the ceiling and don't let this moment go past. Do it all for this one night. Do it all to the sunrise. Oh yeah. All I got is faith, I don't know where I'm going, but at this moment, every door is open. Night is golden, now it's time to go. Tell them that we all in, that we all in, that we all in.
I wanna see you swim till I see you there. On top of New York, seeing there. The city's heartbeat at 90 BP.
And 3, encourages thievery in the form of sampling. No further questions, please.
Well, please, can't you tell us the audience?
You on the radio, talking about rap, saying all that crap about how we sample, giving examples.
Think we'll let you get away with that? You criticize our method of how we make records. You said it wasn't art, so now we're gonna rip you apart.
Stop, check it out, my man. This is the music of a hip-hop band, jazz, well you can call it that.
But this jazz retains a new format.
Point. When you misjudged us, speculated, created a fuss.
You've made the same mistake politicians have.
Talking all that jazz. Talk, well I heard talk is cheap. But like beauty, talk is just skin deep. And when you lie and you talk a lot,
people tell you to step off a lot. You see, you misunderstood. A sample just a tactic, a portion of my method, a tool.
In fact, it's
only of importance when I make it a priority.
And what we samples love by the majority.
But you a minority in terms of thought,
narrow-minded
and poorly taught about hip-hop fame or the silly game to erase my music so no one can use it.
You step on us and we'll step on you.
Can't have your cake and eat it too.
Talking all that jazz. Hide the truth. It's when you talk more jazz than proof, and when you lie and address something you don't know.
It's so whack that it's bound to show.
When you lie about me and the band, we get angry. Whip out our pen, start writing again. And the things we write are always true, sucker. Let's get a grip, now we talking about you. Seems to me that you have a problem, so we can see what we can do to solve them.
They rap the fad, you must be mad. Cause we're so bad, we get respect you never had.
Tell the truth, James Brown was old. Tell Eric and Rock came out with I Got Soul.
Rap brings back old R&B, and if we would not, people could have forgotten.
We wanna make this perfectly clear. We're talented and strong and have no fear
of those who choose to judge but lack pizzazz.
Talking all that jazz.
Now we're not trying to be a boss to you. We just want to get across to you
that if you're talking jazz, the situation is a no-win.
You might even get hurt, my friend.
Stetsasonic, the hip-hop band.
And like Sly and the Family Stone, we will stand
up for the music we live and play.
And for the song we sing today.
For now, let us set the record straight.
And later on we'll have a forum and a formal debate.
But it's important you remember though,
what you reap is what you sow.
Talking all that jazz.
Talking all that jazz.
Talking all that jazz.
Do your thing. I'll introduce you. Hey guys, the girls, the Essence, and we're here at GetInLine, Nightline.tv. You do not want to miss this show. It is an exclusive only with the legendary hip-hop that I have here sitting right next to me. Yeah, today is Wednesday. We're just getting through a horrible thunderstorm, which
wasn't that bad.
It was horrible. I melted and I had to come like right back to life. But I'm here and I'm excited because this has been a show that's been in the works for some time now. And me and him have been able to communicate and build a little bond and get a little closer in our network. And I think this is going to be a great chat with him. It's been some time and we're ready to be here together. I hope everybody had a great weekend. I hope everybody had a great day at work. And so far the week is going well. There will be rain in the forecast for tomorrow, but Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the weather looks a little more upbringing. So I hope everybody will go out and enjoy their weekend. Me personally, I'm feeling okay. I've been fighting a muscle in my head that's like really swollen. It hurts. So I've been fighting with my body all week, but I'm getting through it. And yeah, Bobby's here and he's gonna get you guys on live so you guys can tune in right now. And I would like to introduce him. First of all, this is an artist that has been in the industry for many, many, many years. I mean, it's kind of dating me. It's probably dating him. But he was part of it when it was at its prime. And I can't wait to hear the stories and the history and everything that he has going on as well. I personally were a little too... He always kills me when I say this.
You don't have to say none of that.
I was a little too young, but not young enough to not know who they are. And I do recall 2 of their songs, vaguely, but I do.
She said 2.
Yes, I do.
Thank you very much.
At least I know 2. This person is an individual of many. First of all, I want to say he's very contagious. He's a lovable personality. He's a clown at that. You can't have a straight conversation with him for too long. He's a drummer. He's part of hip-hop history. He produces. He hosts. He has a radio show. He has a radio television broadcasting show and a lot of things in the works. I think he's doing a tour right now. I would love to introduce the one and the only Bobby Simmons from the hip-hop legendary group Stetsasonic. Did I say it right? Did I?
I love it when people do that. No, you was close though. You was close.
Stetsasonic.
No, you was close again.
Stetsasonic. Can you tell them that I had this correct when you came in the house?
She did. She had it correct. It was correct. Actually,
Stetsasonic.
Let me do it again.
Stetsasonic.
No. Let me set it up. See, it's 2 names. We just put it together. One is called Stetsa. So
Stetsasonic.
Right, there you go. So you got STET, which is Stets. So it's like the Stetson hats.
Stetsasonic.
Close.
We're going to get to that. By the end of the show, I'm going to say that word correctly because it's owed to him.
Or if you can't say it all, just say Stet.
Yeah, but no, as a radio host, you're supposed to know your stuff.
Yeah,
and I do, but for some reason, there's like a Stet.
No, see, you're going Steth.
Stetsasonic.
You're going Steth is Stet.
Stetsasonic.
There you go. Or
Stetsasonic.
Or Stetsa.
Stetsasonic.
Damn what?
Stetsasonic. You know what? Before we start this chat and this show, which we already are, why did the name have to... I understand where the name comes from. I know the history. But why did it have to be so complicated? This is years of you saying that same thing you just said to me.
Yeah, well, I mean, well, here's the thing. That's the reason why our first record that came out, our first single that came out was called Just Say Stet. Because when we came out, people couldn't say our names. So we said, if you can't say it all, just say Stet. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it worked for our little clique back then in the 80s. So, but we wanted to give the name a meaning. Stetsa means style and sonic means sound, because our sound and style was different than a lot of the rappers that was out during the time of the mid 80s and stuff like that. So, no one at the time of the 80s had a band, a hip hop band.
Well, what happens is that name stands out for everybody.
Well, yeah,
you'll never
that
forget
too.
it.
Yeah, that too.
So
yeah,
it's unique in its own way.
Exactly.
All right. Well, is this the first time that you're here at Nightline?
Yeah, this is my first time here at Nightline.
Am
yeah.
I popping another cherry? I am. So
oh,
what?
she's popping my cherry.
I got to keep the reputation going. I would love to.
I'm telling everybody.
You tell everybody. I would love to welcome you to Nightline.
Thank you.
And
well, about time. You had me in line all this time.
Can you tell them?
Like I'm waiting for cheese.
Can you tell them?
I'm on the line going, okay, I'm talking to everybody else. Oh, you online? Yeah, she got me waiting on line too.
When was this show supposed to actually be done? Was it in July? No,
it was in May. It was in May.
In May.
We were supposed to do it in May.
Yes.
We were supposed to do it in May. No, I'm lying. I'm taking that back. We were supposed to do it in April.
Ooh.
I saw you in May at the Fever concert with my artist Fonda Ray.
Yes. Oh,
we were supposed to do it in April. Yep. See,
all right. Well, we're
April
here.
to August. It took this time for me to get here.
It's meant to happen now. I'm sorry that it's pouring on the day that you decide to come.
That's all right. It's okay. It's all right. I said I'm getting there. I said I'm waiting outside. I'd have waited in the rain too. Hi.
You hit me up at like 9 in the morning. Like, yo, how I get there? I'm heading over there right now.
Coming.
Like, really?
I don't care. I'm not missing the show this time. I was standing outside. Excuse me, y'all know DS? She's here. Is she here yet? Is she here yet?
He's such a nut.
Wait right here.
This is gonna be fun, and it's probably gonna be a little tough to get through a full conversation with him because he's lovely. Born and raised in Brooklyn.
Yes, Brownsville, Van Dyke Projects.
You're in the Bronx a lot. I see you in the Bronx.
Well, yeah, but let me represent BK though. I don't want BK to be like, why you know?
BK knows.
No, well, yeah, they do. What?
BK knows.
Well, actually, we spent most of our time in Brooklyn traveling back and forwards to the Bronx and Brooklyn because a lot of the events that we participated in were uptown, in the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? Until we met in the middle, like the Latin quarters and stuff like that. Well, you don't know nothing about that.
Well, I saw that there, but I also, because I saw all that, I was wondering if you ever had part in Fever Records. I mean, not Fever, but the Fever, the nightclub.
The club, yeah, we performed at the Fever nightclub. To my Sal's Club?
Yes,
yeah, yeah, we performed in Sal. Well, we actually did Sal Club probably twice only. We never really got to perform there a lot. We did perform there twice, and then we wound up moving up to the Fun House and Latin Quarters. I actually was DJing at the Latin Quarters for a year.
Can you give us a little insight of how the Fever was?
The Fever was kind of lit back then. It was one of those, first of all, it was cheap to get in.
Was it? What? How much?
I think it was, what was it, like $5? I think it was $5 back then to get in the Fever.
Get into a legendary nightclub? Well, it wasn't legendary then because it was time then.
Yeah, it was legendary then. It's just that it incorporated hip hop. Okay. That's what Sal brought to that place. Right. Okay. But the place itself was already legendary.
Okay.
You know, but once he incorporated like hip hop music and saw what they was doing, because let me explain this to everybody real quick.
Go ahead, babe.
Because people always say, white people didn't really get into hip hop until later, which is true. Mm-hmm. Because white people really didn't get to hip hop until like maybe during the Run DMC era. But part of that is kind of
because they crossed over into like the rock,
right?
Arrow and all that, like the typical, right?
Right. But part of that is kind of false because at the time that Sal did have us do some shows in the Fever, a lot of the rappers was doing shows downtown in the Village, in them punk clubs, and what they did was they had the hip hop events first. And then like around 9 o'clock, then you have the punk groups like the Clash and all of them. They will perform. So white people did get to see hip hop at its very early stages. Blondie was one of them. Yeah. Deborah Harry. Yeah. And that's the reason why she rapped on her record. Fab Five Freddy. She got to see the Treacherous 3 and Kumo Dean and all of them perform in CBGBs and all that. But they gave it to us early.
And none of those places are open right now.
Oh no, CBGBs is closed now. I think last time I played CBGBs, I was working with a young lady by the name of a young lady by the name of EJ. She was more of a pop artist, kind of the Britney Spears type, and we played there like, oh my goodness, that was like 2007.
Are you managing as well?
Yeah, actually, I'm currently right now managing an artist by the name of, y'all probably know of Fonda Ray. She had the hit record Over Like a Fat Rat and the dance song Touch Me All Night Long.
So Kathy Dennis remade.
Right, exactly. Yeah, let's make that clear because people was fighting with me about like, yo, how she gonna do Kathy Dennis? I'm like, do y'all understand that record was out before Kathy Dennis came out in 1990?
Right.
That came out in 1985.
Right.
Y'all done bumped your head. That was in the Freddy Krueger movie.
Yeah.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
So people like really freaking like Fonda did that song over. Fonda actually, they recorded, the song was actually by a group called Wish featuring Fonda Ray.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, where'd y'all get Kathy recorded that first? It was like, that was done by Fonda like in 1985. Hello.
Do you think that remake was good? Did it do it any justice?
Well, it didn't do any different. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty much really the same.
It is.
I think
a little more dancey, right?
Right. I think the thing about Fonda's version, it sounds very freestylish and dance. You know, it puts you in that era of remembering, oh, this is what it was about. That's like somebody doing I Wonder If I Take You Home Over, but, you know, they put a little twist to it, then you hear Lisa's one, it's like, nah, that's that freestyle one. You feel definitely. It. So I don't think Kathy did any difference. She just kind of made it more, they just kind of brightened it more for a contemporary audience. That record wasn't really made to satisfy a contemporary audience. It was made to get a lot of the dance club freestyle people, you know, into it. It was a freestyle kind of hip hop record. When that came on, you started breakdancing.
It's a dope song.
Yeah,
and she's still dope to this day.
Oh,
I met her with you at the concert.
Yes,
she's just very personable.
Yes.
And she gets on that stage and she's like Shannon. Like,
exactly.
age don't matter.
Yeah, exactly. She's another one that I work with, Shannon.
Right.
Another artist I work with. And, you know, again, these are artists that we all came up together. And, you know, we want to make sure people understand that the music lasts. And we, you know, I'm the kind of person that don't like to really go out and not to, you know, blast some of the other rappers from the past of my peers, how they really demanded new rappers or rappers to respect them and know that, yeah, we the originals, we're the originators.
Oh, yeah, that's still going on today.
I know that's still.
There's a lot of old school hating on the new school.
Exactly. But
I get it to a point.
We don't really do that, or meaning my group, or I don't do that. We kind of say, if people learn the history, they'll figure out we was a part of it. Then me going to them saying, yo, we the first hip hop band. And it's like you're gonna learn the history of it
regardless, because it's in the books. Regardless, because I saw that you were the first hip hop band as well. How was that? Okay, so we're talking about like in '88, or we go back a little further in.
Okay, you make me sick. You know
what? 88, 89, 90. No, I know 90.
No, because you're going to make me go back for real.
I want you to go back. That's why you're here. You legendary, baby.
You see,
there's a reason why you're here.
You see why she makes me sick?
I'm pushing the crates.
Yes, she is. She's putting, well.
And those times, not for nothing, I was a kid growing up, and I would do anything to go back to the 80s and party in the 80s.
Oh,
I would never get that back. So when I meet you, I meet Sal, like I want to be brought back into those times because they were so different.
Well, okay. Well, let me take you back to how we actually formed that together.
Go ahead, babe.
Stetsasonic actually got. We created the first hip hop band back in 1983. That's when. Look at your face.
I was 3 years old.
See, look at your face. You see, that's why I said she makes me sick. You see, how to make me really go back there.
He hates it.
You know what I'm saying?
He hates it. I'm so interested in the back time.
But yeah, we actually we did a contest. We actually got discovered. Not discovered, but was managed by Mr. Magic for a minute. Okay. For those who know Mr. Magic, he was actually a super rockin' Mr. Magic who actually started the first hip hop show on commercial radio, which was WBLS.
Oh, nice.
So Mr. Magic is also responsible for the Juice Crew, like Biz Markie and Cool G. You know, he's that whole Juice Crew Marley Marl thing. And Magic was actually our manager for a minute. And he was the one that actually took us to Tommy Boy Records, and not took us to Tommy Boy, but had Tommy Boy come see us at this contest we did at Coney Island. And the actual contest was that we would, we battled some other groups, but we won, and the contract was for a deal with Sugar Hill Records.
Oh.
But we didn't take the Sugar Hill Records deal. Because we met Sylvia Robin, may she rest in peace. My father was a big fan of Sylvia because she had that record Pillow Talk out. Yeah. She's like a legend, like for real in my house when I was growing up. Like the group she produced, and when I told my father I was meeting Sylvia Robinson, he was like, "What? Like what?" She was like the it singer. Especially that Pillow Talk song. It was so sexual. It was like it was the greatest sexual record ever.
You gotta listen to it.
You gotta hear Pillow Talk. But rest in peace, Sylvia Robinson. And when we met her, it was really weird. And I don't care if Melly Mel and them come to Nightline or all them other rap groups come to Nightline.
I was trying to get him over here, but I was told he's very sensitive.
But then I'm a sensitive it up right now. When can I tell it?
Go ahead.
All right. When we got the Sugar Hill Records in New Jersey, that's where Sylvia and Joey and them lived at the time. Actually, they still do. So we went up there, to go meet with her because Joey, may he rest in peace too. He died too.
Taking you back.
Wow. Yeah. So Joey told his moms, which is Sylvia, said, "Yo, you got to meet these guys. They did good at this contest at the time. While I was doing the beatbox, and we did all this instrumentation stuff.
Right.
Said, Mom, you got to meet these guys." So he told us to come up, and we got up there, in the backyard was Melly Mel and Grandmaster Flash and them. In the backyard, they was playing volleyball.
Why not another sport? Why volleyball?
Hey, I'm only telling you.
Engineer got New Jersey jokes.
It's an interesting story.
It is.
They was in the back playing volleyball and stuff like that, and so we sat there with Sylvia Rome.
So awkward.
And she said, just rest in peace, Sylvia. She said she was smoking a cigarette, and she said, yeah, my son told me that you guys was great. I'm interested in working and signing with y'all. And I was like, oh. Well, I just want to tell you, my father loves you and think you to,
How old were we at this time?
Oh, I was 12 years old at that time.
Really?
Yeah, 12 years old.
So young.
Yeah, 12 years old.
And you guys all grew up in the same neighborhood?
Yeah, we grew up in, except for Prince Paul. Prince Paul is from Long Island.
Okay.
But we all grew up in Brownsville, East New York.
Got it.
And the Brownsville area.
So you go to the house. She tells you that she's interested.
Yeah, she gave us this contract, and we looked at the contract. And at the time, we had affiliates in our family that were in the business. Like Daddy-O had an uncle, Dr. Yorker, was in the business with Group Blue Magic. Mm-hmm. My brother was, at the time, on tour with Sister Sledge as their guitarist and musical director. Wow. So we had people in our family that was in the business. So we was like, take a look at this contract. And they looked at that contract. Baby, we signed with Tommy Boy.
Really?
Yeah. We signed with Tommy Boy.
And this is why, for the independent artists that are trying to be, with a label, you need someone to read these contracts. I mean, we see so many stories, even the whole New Edition thing, because it was seen.
Exactly. Well, I mean, though the Tommy Boy deal wasn't the best deal, but it was a good enough deal to work us through to do what we needed to do at Tommy Boy. Comparing it to the Sugar Hill Records contract, oh no, take the Tommy Boy deal.
So before we get into the group, I want to understand that you, at the age of 6, taught yourself to play the drums because you fell in love with the drums.
Yeah. Actually, fell in love with the drums because everybody think everybody think that I fell in love playing drums because of James Brown breakbeat records.
Okay.
I'm not sure if you remember these groups. There was an R&B band called the Ohio Players.
Yeah.
And they had a record out called Love Roller Coaster or
my father
Fire.
and my mom played all that old stuff.
There was a drummer on it that played on it, and when I was a kid, I used to listen. I used to wonder how the beats were so funky, and I always wanted to know how he did it. So my father said, "Look, if you want to play drums, we'll get you a drum set."
Okay.
So they said they got me a drum set.
They probably wanted to kill you hearing all that noise.
No, but they kind of gave me days when I could do it.
Okay.
And the times I could do it, when I came home from school, because my father came home from work at 5 o'clock. Okay. So I had to do my homework. So from 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock to play around. Okay. That's if I did my homework quickly.
Right.
So my father got me a drum set, and it was this guy who lived down the block from us, and he said, "Look, I hear you playing drums all the time. I would like to take you to this drumming school." My father said, "Well, cool. How much does it cost?" And he said, "It doesn't cost anything. It's really free." Oh. So they took me to this drumming school, and in this drumming school, they give you a pad. And the pad is the size of my phone.
Right.
And they got rub on it. So they tell you, here's the first procedures.
Like a drum machine type
right.
of thing?
Here's the first procedures you do when you learn how to play drum. So he showed me how to hold a stick, and he said, you go mama, daddy, mama, daddy, mama, daddy, until you speed up. So I was like, cool. So I learned that, and I did that. It took me, I swear to God, it took me no more, maybe about probably like 5 to 10 minutes to learn that and to get that done. So I got that done. So I said to the teacher, I said, so what's next?
I'm ready.
So he said, no, you keep practicing, and then we'll move you over to the drum set.
And that's how it started.
No, I ain't go back. I ain't go back since.
Oh.
I told my father I ain't going back. They take it too long. I wanted to play drums, so I had to teach myself. My father said, "Well, we got you the drum set. If you want to play drum, then you."
And you know that you learned the first technique, and you learned how to hold the stick.
Right.
So now you can just kind of freelance and do what you got to do.
And I told myself, I put on the records.
Amazing.
And I told myself, I figured out what was the foot, the kick. I told myself what was the snare, and I learned playing the records.
Now, did you ever? I've always wondered as a drummer when you're just starting, your arm. Did you ever go through periods of pain?
Oh no! I mean, no, because it's like it's exercise. It's like if you're working out,
Right, that's what I'm saying. So I guess because you started as a kid, you probably did have the Germans.
Not in the arms. Sometimes the hands.
They cramp up.
Yeah, they cramp up. The hands probably would, but not the arms. No, I'm always having fun and just like really in the moment of it. So it's pretty cool for me.
Now I know him as an adult, but I can only imagine how you were in school.
I was ridiculous. I know everything about my school growing up too. I know my second grade teacher's name. Her name was Miss Walensky. I know Mr. Cutler. Oh, Mr. Cutler died. Yeah, he died. Mr. Cutler. I only remember the teachers that took an interest in me wanting to succeed in entertainment. Some of the other teachers, like Ms. Brosnick,
you have some good memory up there.
What? I know all my, because I was a class clown. I used to watch TV.
There you go. That's what I want you to say.
I would watch TV and I would go to school. Here's how I got attention with kids in my class. Because you have to remember, when you're growing up in school, somebody in your school or in your class either want to bully you or think they don't like you or they want to bother you.
Yeah, all the time.
So I had to find a way to avoid the bully picking at me. If you want to pick at somebody else, pick at somebody else.
But not me.
Don't pick at me. So I would go to school, whatever show I would watch, I would go to school and I would perform whatever show I watched. So of course when we was kids, and I mean literally, not the reruns, when we was kids, it was good times.
Yeah.
So I would go to school, and in the middle of the class, and they would always send me to the to the office. I always get up in front of class. I would go, Dynamite, and the kids would laugh. Yo, word, I saw that JJ.
So you're like the class clown in school,
right? So
that broke the ice for a lot of
exactly.
people. Nobody really messed with you.
Exactly. You know, they kind of knew that. Yo, Bobby crazy. So yo, when we get in class, yo, Bobby, do that JJ thing again. So I was a guy that people was like, when you got in class, it didn't work all the time though, because of the fact that I got tired of getting sent to the principal's office. You had to stop at some point.
You were still getting in trouble for something.
Right, you know what I'm saying? So I had to stop at some point. But that was my whole schooling. I remember everything in school, the teachers and everything. And there was one teacher, his name is Mr. Tasio. He was my junior high school teacher. And he actually had a wife that worked in Warner Brothers Records. And he said, here's how he got me to do my work. He said, if you do your work and you complete your work, I have my wife bring any record you want. That any artist that you know on Warner Brothers Records,
right.
Any record that you want, I have her bring it to you, boy. And that's how I got through school. You had to, I had to bribe someone
through music.
Yeah,
to finish school.
Yeah, exactly. You
did you finish?
Yeah,
you did.
Yeah,
with the drumming and everything, you finished.
Well, I didn't go to school to take up drumming and stuff like that.
No, I know, but usually, like sometimes you'll find like a hobby or a passion, and sometimes you don't even want to go to school.
No. There was times like that. But also you have to remember too that when we started touring, I was still in school. So my mother and father made it clear.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna be no touring for you
if there's no school
until school is out. So that's why most of the tours we did were in the summer. So remember all the Fresh Fest tours happened in the summer. It was us, Houdini, Run DMC, Fat Boys, Curtis Blow, and all that happened during the summer. So we couldn't, or at least me, I couldn't do any touring during school,
right,
so
to keep the discipline.
Yeah, so when after Memorial Day, it was like, okay, school's letting up, and we was able to, but my parents made it clear. I don't care what you doing. You ain't gonna be no cutting school for you just to do some shows, whatever like that.
So was it that you grew up with these group of guys or two, and then they said, we want to do this, but we're gonna need a drummer because we want to do a band? Is that where you came in?
Yeah, well, actually, because we all grew up together, and Daddy and myself, we all knew each other. So what happened was Daddy, actually, let me tell the real true story about Stetsasonic, and it's real brief too. Daddy and Delight are actually the founders of Stetsasonic. I knew all those guys, but when I was impersonating Michael Jackson. There was a time that where we become.
I've seen videos.
Shut up.
I have one too. We might have to open the vault later.
Okay, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see y'all later. Good night. I'm out.
You see, you want to be in GetInLine, right?
But, at that time, I was doing talent shows, doing the Michael impersonation. And they were called the Stetson Brothers.
Yes.
Is what they were called then.
Right.
So it was Delight, Daddy-O, and this other guy named Raekwon.
Okay.
And so they were Stetsasonic. But when, most guys decided they didn't want to pursue it, Daddy-O and Delight continued to pursue it. So what Daddy-O was thinking, he said, yo, I want to expand this. We need to be more like what Earth, Wind & Fire is or Parliament Funkadelic is. So Daddy-O started recruiting people. So Wise was already, because he's the human mix machine of beatbox. And at the time, beatbox was the big thing in the 80s.
Yeah, it was.
So we already had the human percussion. That's why we call them the human percussionists. So then they needed a DJ that was really, that was good with cutting with noise and, guitar sounds and stuff like that. So they found Prince Paul DJing at a party in Long Island. But what was funny about the Prince Paul story is that when Prince Paul was DJing, I remember Daddy on him, they looked at him, they said, you come in. Paul was like, nah, he thought they was going to beat him up. He was like, no, we want to know if you want to be in our group. So that's how Paul was recruited. DBC got recruited because the guys used to go up to upstate to perform with DBC, and he had a group because DB's a keyboard player. I got called into the group because I stopped doing Michael Jackson impersonations after that. And Daddy came to me and said, "Yo, man," he said, "Yo, we want to go do this live thing with Live Jones. We want to be different and unique. What you up to? And what you doing?" At that time, I was on tour with Natalie Cole.
Wow.
I got
God
hired.
bless her now.
Yeah, God bless her now.
Yeah,
funny story about Natalie Cole, real quick. When I got hired to do Natalie Cole, play with Natalie Cole.
Is she really pretty in person?
Yo, Natalie was cool. But
beautiful, right?
Here's a story for everybody. When I got a friend of mine, he was a keyboard player. He the one that called me for the gig. He said, "Look, Natalie need a drummer. We doing this jazz festival. We need, I said, "Cool, no problem." So at the time, Stetsasonic, we was preparing on our first album. So hip hop was getting ready to pop off. Yeah. Run DMC was already hot. The Suck MCs, we was getting ready to pop off. It was getting ready to happen. So I'm doing this gig with Natalie Cole. So I'm saying to myself, "Oh, this is cool. It's not King Cole's daughter. All right, well, cool. Whatever. This is good."
Major moves.
I wasn't thinking at that. What you just said, I wasn't thinking at that.
Major.
So I started playing the drums, rehearsing the songs, and I started putting my little hip hop funky beats to it, making it real funky. She didn't like that at all. And I was like,
That's totally not her style.
Right, exactly.
Totally not.
Exactly.
She's like more adult contemporary, right?
So she was like...
So you got Bobby Simmons bringing hip-hop in it.
She was like, no, first of all, stop. She's like, first of all, you're playing a little bit too fast. That's what she's telling me. You're playing a little bit too fast, and I don't need you to be that... what was the word she used?
Urban?
No, she didn't say urban. She used another word, not over the top. It was something else, meaning with that over the top or whatever with it. Busy. She said busy.
I don't like that word.
Yeah, she said, "I don't need you to be. You don't have to be too busy with that. Because I was rocking.
Going in.
I was going in.
You were showing all your stuff.
Exactly.
She didn't like any of it.
Yo, we talking about 1985. Our record was just coming out.
She didn't care about that.
That's what she said to me. She said,
legendary.
She
right?
said, and I was like, "Yo, whatever." I said, "Yo, we getting ready. Our record is getting ready to come out anyway. So I'm here to do the gig because my man said that they need a drummer. So this is me. So I said, I'm here. So whatever. Our record's getting ready to come out. We getting ready to go on tour with Run DMC. blah. So the room got quiet with all the other musicians.
Yeah.
And she said, never forget what she said. She said, "I don't care what group you have or who you are. When you in my status and in my group, you play the way how I wanted to play. Ooh. If you don't play how I wanted to play, you can get out of here."
She said it just like that? Her green eyes and all? I'm so sorry for that.
So I did the gig.
That's one of the realest things ever, though.
I did the show.
You did it.
Then she fired me.
Find like a cariño for you, like a love.
No,
she was like, out of here.
Yeah, I thought it was all good. I was rehearsing. I played the way she wanted it. We did the shows and stuff. And after that, she told the musical director, "Give it his ass."
Oh my God, God bless your soul. I'm like, wow.
Oh my, and that's what grounded me. Ever since that moment, I've never looked at whether it's exactly because she put me in my place.
Sometimes you need that.
She let me know, I don't care what group, what record you got coming out. When you in my camp.
I totally agree with her, though.
And I'm looking at her like, this is Nat King Cole's daughter.
Yep.
And that's what brought me down to realization, yo.
What an experience.
Yeah.
Who else have you worked? Who else have you worked with?
Well, after that, everybody I work with, I made sure the relationship was fine because I don't want to get fired from nobody.
Yeah,
so we, of course, me and Shannon, I toured with Shannon. Shannon's musical director and drummer. That's when we toured with Menudo. That was the original Menudo.
Really?
I'm talking about when Ricky Martin was 12 years old.
Yeah.
That's the Menudo we was out with.
Yeah.
And that's when Robbie just joined the group.
Yeah. Oh, Robbie.
Yeah.
Robbie was a cutie.
That's when Robbie joined the group. And we did that tour. It was Shannon, Lisa, Menudo. Who else was on that show?
That's my youth.
Yeah, it was a lot of groups on that show. I think Timex Social Club was on that. Wow. They made that record Rumors.
Yeah.
Look at all these rumors. Yeah. And they was on that too. It was a lot of groups on that bill back then in the 80s. And Cameo was on it.
Wow.
Cameo was on it. Bobby Brown was on it. This was before My Prerogative. This is when he was doing.
He was in between.
Yeah, he had that record. That record that Larry Blackman did from Girl Next Door. He wore the Larry Blackman cup too.
I don't know about all of that.
You remember that?
I don't remember
Do you remember that?
You remember
You
that?
remember? Yeah. Larry Blackman produced Bobby Brown's first album. My prerogative wasn't Bobby Brown's first album. That was his second album.
Oh, was
His first album was I Need a Girlfriend and I Need a... You don't remember that? Oh my goodness, you remember that, right, fam? How you don't know that?
Shame. I'm sorry, I don't.
How you don't know that?
I'm young.
Wow.
My prerogative was.
But I was 1987.
I was 7 years old.
You should have known that then. He was a teen.
Other things.
When did you first heard about New Edition?
Probably like 5.
Then you should have known Bobby Brown's
but as I
girlfriend.
got older, I got more into them. I think when I was 7, I was like into New Kids on the Block and stuff like that.
Well, New Kids on the Block came after New Edition, so you should have known Bobby Brown before them. See,
I did know Bobby Brown.
And Bobby Brown is my friend. Bobby, I'm gonna see till I get a clip of this, and I'm gonna have this sent to you so you can see that D Essence knew nothing about you.
Don't say that. He's never gonna.
She don't know that you the king of R&B.
I do know that. I do.
She don't know you the king of R&B.
Bobby,
see?
You. I really didn't know he had a first album.
That
was the first album.
His first album was produced by Larry Blackman from Cameo, and he wanted to be Larry Blackman. If you go back and Google the video, "Girl Next Door," he got on a cup, and he looked just like Larry Blackman with the spandex pants on. Yeah. You gotta see it. It's funny, but
it is. I'm gonna check that out.
But that's that back then with Shannon. That's what we was talking back then. I toured with Lilo Thomas. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Lilo. He's an R&B artist. Did 3 albums, very big in the 80s as well. Worked with Freddie Jackson, Melba Moore. Later on, I got to tour and play with Mystical.
So how you meeting these people? These people you just meeting doing the tour with the group, networking.
Most of them I knew through the tour. But through Lilo, I met Lilo through my brother. My brother's a guitar player and a songwriter. He wrote on Lilo's first album. Not Lilo's first album. Lilo's third album. Okay. And again, I went through that syndrome again. Somebody needed a drummer, so I was like, oh my goodness, I'm gonna get fired.
Don't say nothing. Don't be too busy.
But me and Lilo wound up being cool because he's from Brownsville too. Okay. So we was wound up being cool. Yeah. So he was a cool dude. So yeah, I got to work with a lot of people and had some fun working with them.
Who's your favorite to work with that you can remember, or that always
touring, or
in any sense, even to this day? Who just stands out? That's like wow,
man. I mean, I have to say this, and I don't want to put nobody down. I think
he loves all of you. I'm putting him on.
Well, no. I do love all of them, but when Stetsasonic, when we go out, we have the most fun and we just be killing it for real. We just came back from doing a show recently and we really have a good time, and what we put out, the people feel, and you see that.
So you guys still get along and still keep in contact?
Yeah. Well, I'm the glue to Stetsasonic, really? So I'm the one that keeps.
That's nice.
Because everybody's all over the place now,
right.
So I'm the glue that connects everybody.
Who's doing what? We all know that Prince did De La Soul and all that.
Right, Prince Paul. Yeah, actually, Prince Paul is the reason why De La Soul's success happened. Yeah. Also, Prince Paul is the reason why Tribe Called Quest happened. You know what I'm saying? So
that's a wonderful era.
Yeah.
Wonderful
and then Paul was
that's how I know him.
Yeah, Paul was responsible for a lot of other artists too. He produced the Gas Face by Third Base.
Oh,
right, exactly.
That. See, I know stuff.
Actually, I'm in that video. We're in that video.
I gotta look again.
Yeah, you're gonna see me. It's me, Search, and Prince Paul, and we doing the Gas Face. Yeah, we're in that video.
I love that video.
Yeah. So he wound up doing that. He wound up working with Big Daddy Kane, Fine Young Cannibals.
Yes.
Drive Me Crazy. He wound up working with them. So we all branched out to do different things. Daddy O wound up doing TV commercials. He was the voice of this is the 90s, so you should remember this. Do you remember the commercial Polly-O string cheese, the best part of the pizza?
Yes.
That's Daddy O. That's Daddy, and then he also did the Dark and Lovely commercial. He goes Dark and Lovely, so he wound up doing voiceovers and doing that. He also responsible. Remember the movie CB4?
Yes.
With Chris Rock.
Yes.
You remember the song? What was it? Can we use this language on your show?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Remember the song "Lick My Balls" that Chris Rock and them is rapping to? Well, you know that's not Chris Rock rapping.
That was him.
That's Daddy O, and Daddy O actually wrote the song "Lick My Balls" for them too.
Wow,
yeah,
so he got into like production, like advertising.
Well, we all got into production in the beginning. The first record Daddy-O ever produced was Daddy-O's first big record in hip hop ever was Top Billin' by Audio 2. Mm-hmm. That was the first record he ever produced, and that became a real big. And that record became big at the time that we put out our first album. So
That's
Top Billin' was
that
was huge.
Was that a competitor? Was there any competitors around you that you guys always like gathered around and said, "Yo, we gotta do our shit"? They around.
Yeah, back in the days,
it
was EPMD. Back in the days, but here's the thing about that, sweetie. Thing about that is that back in the days, we were competitive with each other, but we were friends and we supported each other. I give you a short example. Our competitive was with EPMD. We put out our second album in full gear. In a few minutes, I'm going to give you all the records that came out in the summer of 1988. But at the time, EPMD had an album out called Strictly Business, and we put out our second album in full gear, which had Talking All That Jazz and Sally and all that on it. Right? So Sally was killing. We was killing with Sally. Sally was.
I remember that.
They had a dance in D.C. called the Sally Dance, and Miami, Florida was like, somebody made a record called Sally That Girl in Miami because they loved that. Wow. So we was killing. But EPMD had You Got to Chill. They had that record. So we was competitive with each other, so it came time to do a show. At the time, Russell Simmons was our manager. He was all our managers. Nice. Russell managed all of us. Name a rapper back then, Russell managed all of us. Really? We were all under Rush management.
How was that?
Oh, it was cool. It was fun. It was fun, but later on, you saw who they were taking priority more of. But in the long run,
a little favoritism,
right? But in the long run, it was still fun. And Russell was always fair to us. Okay. A lot of people say some things about Russell, but at least for us, he was fair to us. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But at that time, it was this guy by the name of Leon Cohen. And Leon Cohen was at the time, he was like, I think he was like VP or director.
I know who he is.
Right. Well, now he's big yeah, over at right.
He's been around forever. Yeah.
Yeah, at Universal now. He's but at the time he was like executive or vice president over at Rush Management.
Right.
So he had this love for EPMD because EPMD was selling a lot of records.
Oh, the money was there.
Yeah. So our records were selling really good, but we didn't get at that time yet to the gold status.
Why is that?
Well, because Tommy Boy Records. We'll talk about that. Okay. But EPMD. That Strictly Business album started selling like boom. Yeah. But our Sally record was hot. So we was on tour. And we was on tour in DC. I'll never forget this. We was on tour in DC. And the headliners were Public Enemy. So the bill was Public Enemy, Ice-T, Big Daddy Kane, Stetsasonic. Who else was on that bill? The Junkyard Band.
I don't know.
Yeah, they're a group from DC. Yeah. And Chuck Brown and the Soul Searchers.
That I don't know.
You don't know them. They're a go-go band. Only if you live in DC and if you know go-go music, you know them. Okay. Chuck Brown. So he had a record out called "I Feel Like Bustin' Loose," bip bip, and it was a breaking all the
maybe.
DJs. He would know it if you rock it. But anyway, so EPMD, Leon Cohen would gas them up. And we would say, yo, our record Sally is big in DC. They got a dance out here.
It was good.
So we not opening up for EPMD.
You needed social media back then.
Yeah, we didn't have social media.
I know.
We would have started something. But Leon was like, yeah, but you got to understand, Daddy, EPMD is selling a lot of records. And we was like, we understand that. But Sally is a big record in DC. Right. So we went to our hotel rooms and we was like, yo, until they get this fixed, we ain't going on. And we was performing at the Capitol Center at that time.
Wow.
So anyway, it came down to we had a meeting in our room with EPMD, and we was like, you know what? Fine, we'll open up the show, whatever. Fine, no problem like that. So EPMD and them, they felt good. They was like, yo, our record is hot. So we said, don't nobody close a show after Chuck Brown and Soul Searchers come on, because that's DC, that's Go-Go City. Right. So we went on and performed. So we performed and we killed. We did pretty good. We did so good that we went over our time and they pulled the plug on us.
Really?
But we kept performing and people in the rafters, at that time we was doing the roof is on fire. Yeah. And you heard the whole rafter saying, we don't need no water.
Oh, what a feeling, right?
It was dope. It was dope. So after we finished, so Ice-T said, who's going on next? I think Big Daddy Kane or somebody was going on next. And Ice-T said, nah, man, the crowd is hype. I'm going on next. Chuck D was like, Public Enemy was like, nah, we going on next.
Oh, wow.
Because we got the crowd in a frenzy. So everybody wanted to go on because the crowd was in a frenzy.
So there's no lineup?
It wasn't lineup.
Nobody cared about
But nobody cared about it. They was like, yo, the crowd is hype.
Yeah,
we want to go on now.
Of course.
So Chuck and them went on. Then after Chuck and them killed, then Ice-T was like, I'm going on. And Ice-T went on. Then after Ice-T went on, the Big Daddy Kane was like, I'm going on. So EPMD and them was like, yo, when we going on? Well, like Leon said, y'all got the hottest record out. What y'all worried about?
Y'all could be at the end.
Right, y'all could be at the end.
Yeah.
But not after Chuck Brown and the Soul Searchers.
Got it.
Soon as Chuck Brown and the Soul Searchers went on and did that, we need money, money, all that go-go stuff they do. Oh my goodness. That was it. So by the time EPMD came on, it was like almost 12 o'clock. So the people was trying to get to the parking lot.
Wow.
And EPMD and them, those are our boys. I just had PMD on my show recently too. Those are our boys.
I saw that.
Yeah, those are our boys. Nothing bad to say about them except for We used to kill y'all in the shows, though.
And on that note, we're going to take a quick break. And we're going to come back with Bobby Simmons. I just need to regroup and let him chill out for a second. We'll be right back. Your girl, The Essence, on Get In Line.
We're going to chill out.
I remember when she told me, face it, tiger, I hit the jackpot. And I responded to her right back, I got you for 60 minutes of playtime, yeah. Power and responsibility, ooh, yeah.
I need quality time for me and baby girl, but I gotta mask up, run out and save the world. Being a hero ain't as cool as it seems to be. Why these villains all sell coke and smoke greenery? I need quality time for me and baby girl, but I gotta mask up, run out and save the world. I need quality time for me and baby girl. I need quality time for me and baby girl. I need quality time for me and baby girl, but I gotta mask up, run out and save the world. Being a hero ain't as cool as it seems to be. Why these villains all sell coke and smoke greenery? I'm creeping through windows 3 a.m. looking down at my symbol. What if I hung my cape up? Would life be more simple? I don't get briefcases with big faces. I just break faces to beats by Big Vegas. A love story from your favorite street hero. I used to actually idolize Al Pacino. Scarfaces, bank heists and car chases, drug cartels with a couple of murder cases. Between me and them, the big difference is I make a difference, still savage on my Elizabeth. A lot of people think they're built for this and don't last. My Mary Jane kissing my face unmasked. Being good doesn't seem so bad. Under my eyes you might see some bags. She don't sleep till she sees me come back. I look back when I'm leaving, damn she's so bad. Being good doesn't seem so bad. Under my eyes you might see some bags. She don't sleep till she sees me come back. Look back when I'm leaving, like damn she's so bad.
It ain't so easy for a girl like me. Just know my baby saved the world and come right home to me. Sometimes I get impatient, sometimes I can't sleep. It's just imaginations that hide between the dreams. But when you get home, it's a different kind of love. I'll wrap my body on you, tell you I'm your villain thug. Just treat me like the outside the world that you know. I'm into taking different situations, making your own. My baby's amazing, I can't let you go. And I'm scared that one day you won't have no control. There's the ups and the downs when you're saving the world. And I know I'm not God, just an average girl. I know all the top secret, you tell me I keep it. I'm down for you, baby, in your eyes I'm needed. There's no one in here that gon' do it for me. I'm just telling you about my love story, yeah.
Being good doesn't seem so bad. Under my eyes you might see some bags. She don't sleep till she sees me come back. I look back when I'm leaving, damn she's so bad. Being good doesn't seem so bad. Under my eyes you might see some bags. She don't sleep till she sees me come back. Look back when I'm leaving, like damn she's so bad.
Speaking of a girl named Speaking of a girl named Speaking of a girl named Susie, said she'd do anything to soothe me. Take off clothes or put them back on. Ain't that right, wise? Word is bond. Coming from the show, she was always there. It's like we couldn't get her out of our hair. She would even follow us late at night. Right, Delight?
Yo, believe the hype. Susie was a girl we couldn't get enough of. Can say it was love, cause I don't know what it was. Boy said she was a real loose shooter, so I tapped the dad and said, yo, we got a groupie.
Speaking of a girl named Susie. Speaking of a girl named Susie. Do you remember that day? We was on the tour bus, listening to a tape, I think it was Cold Crush. Susie heard the tape and said, who's that? The light said,
just sit on my lap.
She said, okay, whatever you say. I thought a game and asked, can I play? She said, sure. I said, really? And what about the rest of the set posse? She just smiled, and I just grinned. And the band, they got ready to win. Or should I say start, or should I say begin? Any way you put it, she was all in.
Started on the tour bus, she was in a rush. Rush to do what?
You know what's up. The bus had 3 rooms, she started in the first. And it was pretty bad, but the second got worse. And in the third, I had to tip my hat.
You mean it was like that, huh?
Yo, it was like that. Susie had a thing for the boys in the band. And the band being set, be assured, my man. Everything that glitters ain't always gold. But for all the groups, yo, she broke the mold. Speaking of a girl named Susie. Speaking of a girl named Susie.
Right before show caps in a DC, I looked at Wise, the dad looked at me. We slapped five while the band got ready. Then we all glanced around the suit. She had monogram ties with our names on each. A two-piece bikini like you wear on a beach. A shape no man can ever forget. And on the back of her shorts, take me to the bridge. On one day, it was in the winter. Snow was on the ground. We didn't even feel it. I was in my bunk, ear to my radio. Wrapped in his blanket. 'Cause he was kind of chilly. Not too long after, we all fell asleep. And the snowstorm got a lot worse. Our bus driver started dozing off. The bus started drifting. So she noticed first. She awoke the crew. And the driver, no doubt, saved our lives. And that's a fact. And one thing about Sue, you all should know. She may be a groupie, but we love her to the max, Jack.
My name's Juice. It's my man Sean. Yeah, what's your name, sugar? Susie? Hey, look here, you got it going on, baby. You know what I'm saying? My name's Gordon Juice Jones, baby. But you can call me Mr. Holiday. Cause I'll make every day like Christmas, every night like the 4th of July. Now come on, honey, don't play me like a suede condom. You a groovy and you're with it, so act like you know and let's hit it. You don't want to swing with the juice. What about my man Sean? Not him either, just that. So go on then, baby, I did hemorrhoid, you know what I'm saying? Sally's better looking than you anyway, you critter. Speaking of a girl named Sue. 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 Girl named Sue. Girl named Sue. Girl named Sue.
Are we on? Are we on? Are we on? And we're back. It's your girl, The Essence, on GetInLine at nightline.tv. Please tune in right now. We're on Facebook Live, on my page, Nightline TV, Bobby Simmons' page. We all have it. Please share it, invite. It's a great interview. What time is it? What time do we have? Okay, so we have about 45 minutes more with the infamous one and only Bobby Simmons from the legendary hip-hop
How many
group,
minutes more?
Stetsasonic.
She's still doing it. How many minutes?
45 minutes.
45 minutes?
About.
Okay.
So 8.
Okay.
Or like 10 minutes to 8.
Okay.
So for the ones who watched, that was one of the videos from back in the day. I remember watching that in my house as a kid. I'm doing the whole.
I'm not paying attention. Let me
he is. Anyway, we're getting back into it. So before
I cut you, I don't mean to cut you off, sweetie. Can I do some shout outs to some people on there?
Go ahead.
There's some people right now on your Nightline page blowing you up right now, for real. They on the night. They are blowing you up. I'm talking about right now. Let me go through the page. Of course, we got Travis Manley online. What up, Travis? Big shout out to Travis. Travis is online. We got Marley. Marley's on.
Hey, Marley.
DJ Marley Mall. We got Bruni. Bruni is on right now.
Hey, Bruni.
We got, who else is on there? We got Maya Lee.
Hey, Maya Lee.
We got Lily Vargas.
Hey, Vargas.
They're all on this page right now talking about, yo, this. And Todd Bless. Todd Bless is on there with us too.
Todd Bless.
This is crazy. Like, look, who's this? Betsy, I don't know how to say this. Scenarios.
She's one of my followers. Hey, Betsy.
Like, all these people on here.
Right?
Yeah, this is really, really. Hey, somebody say hey. I don't know who said hey,
but they're enjoying.
Oh, Bruni said hey. They all. Here's the thing, though, is yeah. Oh, hip hop. It's hip hop. That's what it is. All right, let me.
That's where we at.
Yeah, let me put this down. I just wanted to.
No, it's cool. You can shout the support because without them, we're nothing. So
yeah, big shout out to everybody that support.
Definitely.
First of all, let me say this before we continue. Big shout out to everybody that support The Essence and the Nightline show and all that stuff. It's all about showing love and support for everybody.
It's so easy
because TV is not the same no more like it used to be.
Radio isn't either,
and radio is not the same neither. So
which I want to talk to you about.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's talk about that. Let's go. Let's roll.
All right, so we did a lot of history of the hip hop group and a couple of memories he went through. Well, Yeah, that he recalled.
That she made me say.
Yeah. But I want to know, you went into flavor videos that I recall too when I was young.
Right.
So after the whole group thing, you started doing your own thing. I know that you have your own record label at one point. Right. You came out with a video, Pootie.
Oh my goodness, you saw that?
Which I actually have as well. And I couldn't believe Bobby did it, but he did it.
Yo, I'm leaving.
That's like the walk of shame, right?
I'm leaving.
That's why you can't document things, because it's forever.
Oh my goodness.
And then after that, you started producing and hosting flavor videos.
Yeah, well, yeah. So where you want me to go? Where you want me to start with?
I want you to start with what you did after the group. Now it's about you and your journey to where it is now.
Okay, well, actually,
because you did a lot on your own.
Well, after the group, well, during and coming out of the, I don't want to say breakup because we didn't break up. Out of the break that we took.
We'll get into that in a second. So, can you clear up for anything why the group just separated?
Well, yeah, it's really an easy tell. We separated because of the fact that at the time that we were on Tommy Boy Records and Tommy Boy, we were signed for 4 albums.
Okay.
We only did 3 albums. Ooh. We did On Fire, Info Gear, and the Blood, Sweat, No Tears album, which you saw, speaking of a girl named Susie.
Right.
From that. We were very unhappy with Tommy Boy at the time, and we just wanted out of the deal. Russell Simmons, our manager at the time, offered Tommy Boy $1 million to buy us off the label, and Tommy Boy told him no.
Wow, what were they looking for? What was the problem with?
I don't know. I just think because Tommy Boy was such an independent company that they were looking to continue to develop their artists, because things was new to them as it was new to us.
Right.
But we was just unhappy. We was watching everybody else kind of win and with their success with their company. So we just kind of said, well, look,
feeling a little left out. Like, where's our love?
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So if the group don't exist, we can't do an album. So that was the departure.
Okay.
People thought we broke up. We didn't break up. We just was like, whatever.
There's more about the label.
Yeah, we don't exist. So,
but that's good to clarify.
Yeah. So during that time,
no rumors.
Exactly. So during that time, we all was producing, and we was all producing while that third album, the Speaking of a Girl Named Susie album, was out,
which was great because you all had something to fall back on.
Right.
Anything,
Daddy-O was producing. He actually got together with Undius and Biggie. Biggie actually lived down the block from Daddy-O. And it was actually Daddy-O.
Hip hop era.
Yeah, it was actually Daddy-O that got Biggie his deal for Junior Mafia. So if you look at the Junior Mafia album, it says executive producer Daddy-O.
So you guys were pioneers and then just like kept on with the hip hop that I grew up in.
Yeah. So and the thing is that that was my lesson I learned about with Natalie Cole. Was that we were now becoming like the old school artists, and we wanted them to have respect for us too. A lot of them did. At the time, we were still pretty new. We weren't really old school yet at the time with Biggie and them. We were still pretty new, to them at least.
Because Biggie came out in 92 or 94?
Biggie album came out in 90. Well, his first single came out in 93, which was Party and Bull.
Right.
And we had that was when our last album was released in 92, 93 anyway.
Okay.
So those guys kind of was looking for us, and even a guy like Mr. C, who was DJing with Big Daddy Kane, he was looking at us like, yo, how we can get in. So we still had love for them. So Daddy-O, I always like to give credit to Daddy-O because people don't.
It sounds like he's done a lot.
No, he's done a lot. But I'm just even talking about the whole Biggie and Junior Mafia thing. People kind of skip over the people who were there to build that whole foundation. They just automatically go to Diddy.
No.
Or the Puff Daddy. And a little bit of history for your audience too. You could document this. If people remember, again, a guy like Puff even worked with us. Puff came to us for advice too as well back then, because he was just starting too with Uptown Records with Andre Harrell, and he and that doesn't mean that he wasn't learning. He wasn't a smart dude, because he was definitely a smart guy, but he also needed to know what we were doing and how we plugged in with people.
Of course, and that's part of his job to become what he was trying to be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So he was around us. So at the time, he there's 2 things that happened with Puff that coincide with Stetsasonic. I'm gonna tell you both of them, so it goes to flavor videos. One of them is that Puff was working on Mary's album, which was the 911 album.
Yes.
And
411 album.
I mean, I said 911. 411 album. And at that time, everybody was doing remixes. So Puff wanted to do a remix, but he wanted to do a remix with the person who made that beat.
To
Real Love, which is what? Top Billin'.
Oh, yes.
Daddy-O, like I said, what was the first big record Daddy-O ever did was Top Billin'. So Top Billin' got sampled for Mary J. Blige's Real Love. That's the beat you hear.
Yes, it is.
So Puff was like, yo, I'm going to call Daddy-O. Yo, I'm going to see if Daddy-O do this remix with me. So at the time, Daddy-O had got a lot of money from doing the Polly-O string cheese commercials, the Dark and Lovely commercials.
He ain't no P. Diddy money.
Exactly. So he built a studio in his house he lived across the street from Biggie, which was on Putnam and Gates.
Wow.
So Biggie would walk across the street over to Daddy-O's house. And at the time, Daddy-O lived in one of them brownstones. Looked like the Cosby Show's brownstones.
Right.
I lived in one of those. Right. So we went in the basement. And I remember I went over to Daddy-O's house and they was doing the Real Love remix. So Daddy was like, yo, you should let Big rhyme on this. First, Puff didn't know if he wanted Big to rhyme on it. Daddy was like, yo, let him do something. So I remember watching Big go in Daddy-O's studio, and this is a true story. And I watched Big, and he didn't write nothing down. Now, y'all remember the Real Love remix, right? Yeah. Because it goes, look up in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane, right? Yeah. At the end of the record, what do he say?
I don't remember.
He says, peace. He goes, big up to Daddy-O, peace out to Brooklyn.
Yes, he does.
Because he did it in Daddy-O's house. He did that record in Daddy-O's house.
Oh, making sense.
Right in Daddy-O's house. And I watched him. And I remember I think Puff wanted him to double his vocals. And Daddy was like, nah. If anybody knows Daddy-O, he's very animated. Yeah. He goes, nah, that was dope just like that. It was dope just like that.
It was raw. It was
it was raw. And what you hear on it is Biggie's one and only take. He didn't have to do that again. They didn't punch him into nothing. He did that in one take.
And I watched him do that. Dope.
I watched him do that. And at the end, and he freestyled that verse at the end. He said, peace out, Daddy-O, and went big up to Brooklyn. At the end of the record.
How do you remember him when you met him?
Well, actually, people ask me that a lot too, even when he died. I actually wasn't really a friend of Biggie. Daddy-O and Biggie were friends. Okay. When I met Biggie, I met him several times. Cool dude. I got to laugh on him, but
you can't really say that you guys
I can't really. Everybody always asks me. I don't have any stories that go, whoa, with me and Biggie. I don't have those stories.
Honest, though.
Yeah, I don't have those stories. The only story I have of Biggie, and we were standing in front of Daddy-O's house. And I remember what he had on. He had on this kind of, it was kind of like a navy blue shirt, and he had on one of those Kango hats, not the Kango hats. And I remember he was standing there, he would just stand his chest, stuff like that. And him and Daddy was talking, and he said, "Yo, man, that show you be doing with the psychic readers, you're funny dude." Because my show, I used to have psychic readers on the side. And that was the intro to Flavor videos.
Really?
When I started doing Flavor videos. And then I did a video to his song, Give Me the Loot. I did a skit where I did a split screen. And thank God he saw it before he passed away, because he thought it was the funniest thing ever. He said, and he asked me, he said, how did you even do that? I said, well, I did the first take first on a screen like what we see in here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then I did the other half on, not looking at myself on a monitor. Right. I just had to pretend like I was really talking to somebody else.
Right.
And he was like, yo, that's kind of stupid. Like, how'd you do that? And I was like, yo, because when I first heard the record, I asked Daddy-O, I said, who album is this? He said, yo, that's Biggie's album. It wasn't out yet. We was in Daddy-O's car. We was headed to Virginia because Daddy-O had a show. He was promoting the solo album. Mm-hmm. I said, yo, who's that? She said, that's Biggie. I said, well, who's the other guy? They said, that's Biggie. I said, get out of here. I said, so he did some Slick Rick thing. Yeah. So when I first heard the Biggie album, before everybody heard it, meaning the streets, of course the industry people heard it, before the public heard it, when I heard that Give Me the Loot, I was like, that's the hottest joint right there. Of course the whole album is.
Yeah.
You can't. But those are my memories of Biggie Small. I don't really have the stories that other people have. I wish I did, but at that time I was running around producing records myself. I was scoring movies. Mm-hmm. I did the Rocky V movie.
Yep,
I produced and wrote a song in that movie. I did the Nothing to Lose movie with Martin Lawrence. I did Tales from the Hood. That song. So at that time I was running around doing stuff. Me and Prince Paul wound up doing the rock band Living Color.
Right.
We wound up producing them, and then me and Daddy-O wound up producing the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yes.
So
did you tour with them?
No, we didn't tour with them. No, we didn't tour with the Red Hot Chili Peppers. We did a show with the Red Hot Chili Peppers in London.
How was that? Because that's like a different route from where you guys are coming from.
Well, it really wasn't a different route from where we was coming from. I remember the reason why we did the Red Hot Chili Peppers record is because they saw us when we was in London. And I remember Flea was like, yo.
Crazy ass
They was like, yo, you guys is dope. One day we're going to get a chance. We're going to work together. This was in 1988.
They crazy white boys, right?
They kept their word. We got together with them in 1989. Nice. And me and Daddy-O did the record Higher Ground with them. Nice. Yeah, so they were already fans of hip-hop. You know what I'm saying? They were fans of what we do. We did a tour one time. We did a show with Stetsasonic, Public Enemy, Living Color, and Fishbone. Fishbone was this punk rock group back in the 80s. Oh, you remember them, right? Fishbone? Oh, you remember? Okay, well, Fishbone. They were like this punk, like they was like this black punk funk band. They were kind of. If you see the video, hear the song, you'd be like, oh, them. You probably got to like remember because they were big pops, the big pop 80s punk band. You know, so they were. He had a bald head with like a little like a Ernie. You know what's the guy from the Sesame Street? Ernie. Yeah, with the little muff top on head like that. They were kind of like actually he's in Blackstreet's video. Fix video, the rock video that Blackstreet do with he's a guy with the bald head. Yeah, they from Fishbone. So they put that package together, and people was like, "Yo, that's kind of a crazy package." But that's because hip hop and punk and rock were already a marriage. I told you already the story how they put hip hop and punk together in CBGBs in 1981 and 82. Right. So our marriage was already.
Why is there not more of that then?
I mean, now today it is like that. Today now they take advantage of putting punk bands and rock bands and rappers together. They taking advantage of it now. They doing it like it's a new thing. We did it. People thought like, why y'all doing that? When Run DMC did it with Aerosmith, Run DMC thought that was going to ruin their career.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They was like, yo, what are you doing, Russell? What are you doing? You trying to ruin our careers? And they had no idea it was going to be their biggest record ever. To this day, it's their biggest record ever. Yep. Like they just thought that doing an Aerosmith.
Mainstream MTV,
right?
Everything. Yeah.
We probably would have thought the same thing too, but because we're so visionary that we knew that combining rock and hip hop, it's a marriage already. It was already a marriage before it became a marriage. Before the Eminems, before the Linkin Parks and all these other bands, we already married rock and hip hop. Listen, Yeah. Right, exactly. Yeah. So just listen to Public Enemy's first album. Yeah. It's already a marriage of rap and rock.
Absolutely right.
So, and that's why they liked us, because it was way different than all the other stuff they was hearing. We weren't following the path of Run DMC, though we took a page out of it, but we stepped it up a lot. You know what I'm saying? So so Flavor Videos came after me doing all of that stuff. I decided to put together a show because of the fact that I wanted to introduce more new artists, and I thought doing a show would be that way, and that coincides with what I was saying to you before about how I became Help to Diddy again. Because when Mary J. Blige first came out, MTV wasn't playing her video, neither was BET. Nobody played her video, so everybody came to Bobby because I had a show that was on 12 hours a day. Wow! I did a live show. I did a live show, 12 hours a day, 6 days a week. From the afternoons to 6 o'clock in the morning, live. The way you doing your show now, I would be here all day under them big lights, all day playing videos, just all day. Luckily, we had a store on the corner that I can go downstairs and go get something to eat. Come back upstairs. I'm back. All right, take your phone calls.
I know you interviewed a lot, but did you interview Aaliyah?
Yeah, I did. Actually, Aaliyah was. I became friends with Aaliyah and her mother. I first interviewed Aaliyah in '94. And she just thought I was a nut.
That was that Back and Forth album, right?
She just thought I was a nut.
She was very young, too.
Very nice.
Under R. Kelly's supervision.
And, and that's the thing. Here's the thing.
Very timid.
Here's the thing that made her mother. Here's the thing that made her mother say, "We're coming back to see you," because back then there was no. We had beepers back then. Yeah. Beepers. I peep you and stuff like that. When I interviewed,
and payphones everywhere.
Right, exactly.
Unfortunately, we don't have any more.
Well, I know, right? When I interviewed Aaliyah, we just had fun, and she was coming back the second round to do the 1 in a Million album. So they was like, "Yo, Bobby, we got to come back on your show because the phone calls that you took from your audience was beautiful. You helped us sell records." I'm like, "Yeah, that's what my show was all about. It's about." I was the first Facebook. Like, I'm not even lying to you. No. I was the first Facebook and Instagram. Because in order for people to do shout outs to somebody, let's say like somebody lived in Brooklyn, they want to shout somebody out in the Bronx, they did it through my show. I would pick the phone up. "Hey, what's up? How you doing? What up, Bobby? I want to give a shout out to people up in Kingsbridge."
I love the authenticity of it. I love it.
I was the first Facebook. So if you wanted to shout somebody, actually somebody shouted somebody out on my show and they heard it and they called them. They say, "Yo, Bobby, I'm trying to get in contact with my cousin. Her son is in a hospital." And she heard because she was watching my show. Yeah. She called the family and said, "Yo, Bobby, thanks man for watching your show. I found out that my son was in the hospital because I heard my cousin called it."
So cool.
So I was the first Facebook and Instagram.
Yes, first social
That's
media
how ancient I am.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? To even do a show like that, to have a show that where I was doing it live and taking phone calls.
Perfect timing.
But when I had Aaliyah on the second time, I remember her mother was so, and this is documented. All my interviews are documented. And I remember when she came on, her mother was so nice. She said, "You know what was cool about you?" She said, "Though you knew the R. Kelly information,
you didn't bring it up.
Not only did I not bring it up, but I did it in a swift way." And I'm going to show you that in interview. She said it was cool how you did it because everybody else tried to dig in. This is how I did it. I said, "So where are you originally from?" She said, "Oh, I'm originally from Brooklyn." I said, "Oh, you're originally from Brooklyn?" Yeah, she said,
she was from Brooklyn.
Yeah, she was born and raised in Brooklyn. She said, "I'm originally from Brooklyn." So I said, "Yeah, but you." She said, "But I live in Detroit now."
Okay.
So I said, "Oh, you live in Detroit now?" I said, "Yeah." So you live in Detroit? So I said, "But so how did you get started in the business?" Then she told the story, and I said, "Because we got to know you through R. Kelly through the first album."
Right. So now you put the story straight.
Right. So and this is documented on video. I still got my video of this. And
I'm
she
gonna
said,
check it out.
And she said, "Well, I really didn't get started by R. Kelly. I actually got started by my uncle Barry Hankinson."
Oh wow.
Who at the time was Gladys Knight's husband.
Right. Oh my goodness.
And she said, "That's how I got my start." She said, "It's just that my uncle was managing R. Kelly, and that's how he got to produce my first album."
Meanwhile, he's not even the foundation of her.
Right.
And that was overlooked.
Right, exactly.
Because R. Kelly's name took over the whole thing.
Well, he produced R. Kelly, F what you say. He was a genius at putting that album together.
Yeah, no,
and
he
everything
is
else
a
he's done.
genius. Yeah.
But he was the one responsible for giving her sound and her style. But by the time she got to Timbaland and Missy, they definitely put her in a great place.
Yes.
And her mother said it was real cool how you made that switch and it swift. And if you watch, I'm sure when you watch the interview, watch how I did it. I said, "Well, you a regular Brooklyn, Detroit, and Chicago person," and she was like, "You funny." You funny, exactly,
Chicago, yes.
and she liked that. She said,
caught it, though?
"Right." She when you see it on the video, she gonna go, "You funny."
I'm gonna watch it.
Because she knows that I was only being funny with it, and I wasn't trying to
get involved.
To get involved. It was just like I'm letting her know. Okay, so you Brooklyn, Detroit, and Chicago.
Did you ever find out the truth? What?
Yeah, I did. I did talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's yeah.
We can get in line later, me and you.
Yeah, okay.
We can get in line later. Because I kept the promise to her brother and her moms. You know, they're good people.
Of course. I would never want anything to get out of hand.
They're real good people. Like, even when she died, people say, "Yo, did you send your condolences to Leah?" I couldn't.
Yeah,
it's
just that touchy.
Like, how can I even?
Like, what can you say?
How can I even beep my brother and go, "Yo, man"? Like he gonna look at us and be like, "Let me call him back."
Yeah, that was traumatizing.
It's like, yo. You know
I remember that day, yeah.
Yeah, so it was really crazy.
We really lost an angel, musical angel.
So she was a great person, very fun.
Yeah.
She didn't mind me saying stupid stuff. I used to say stupid stuff like, "Yo, Aaliyah." And what was cool about it, at this time, she was starting to date Dame.
Yes.
And she enjoyed the fact that I made all this fun about her. And I never put her business out there in the street. And I knew she was dating Dame, and I never said it over the show.
Good.
Never. I always kept it funky by saying, "Yo, Aaliyah, when you coming back? Oh, you ain't got love for me no more? I ain't take you to Applebee's. Not Applebee's, Howard Johnson's no more." Because it was a restaurant, Howard Johnson. I ain't take you out. And she always thought that was funny that I never said, "Oh, you out with Dame."
Because it was more like a friendship with her. It was more like between you and her only. It wasn't like you was bringing the drama in.
So whenever I beeped them, they responded because it was like, "Oh, that's Bobby. It was to see what he wanted." It was like I wasn't looking for anything to dig anything up.
You are like that. That's what makes you fun, personable.
Oh, thank you. Well, I'm still a clown.
You're always a clown. I also want to thank him because we don't know each other for so long, but I will say that on my birthday, he was one of the top 5 that hit me up personally on my cell phone and sent me a beautiful message and then called me and left another message.
That's right.
I love you for that. Thank you.
Well, thank
it meant a lot.
Because I want to let you know, get in line.
Definitely. I was trying to.
No, but I knew it was your day, and I said, "You know what? Let me at least just shout you out and enjoy it."
It was very special because, a lot of people are very informal. And then now you're in this industry and you become friends and networking friends with new people. And then for people to kind of bring you in, like, that's nice.
Well, watch yourself with a lot of these new people in the industry. A lot of them still looking for something. A lot of them are still not looking to do much for you. Well, I mean, I'm sorry, it's real out there. I keep my circle very tight and very small.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, if look, my whole thing is always, if you want to do something for me, tell me what you can do and tell me what you can't do.
Okay.
If you say that, I'll be like, yo, DS, she told me this is what she can do, but she can't do that.
Right, which is honest.
Exactly.
Nobody's leading a dream.
Exactly.
This is what it is, and that's
But you got people always want to sell you, I was with such and such. I was with Flip Mo and them.
Yeah, like all the people that were connecting me to Method Man, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where are they?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Where is he?
See? And Meth is my people.
I could do it
When
all
you
by myself.
Yeah, there you go, right? You see what I'm saying?
I will.
You know what I'm saying?
I need a bug in the ear, but I will.
Yeah, but I'm saying sometimes there's things that you could. There are certain artists in the industry today that I haven't met, and I found a way how to just get to them just by
It's just timing.
Right, it's timing.
Networking. That's why my videos are out because eventually somebody or he will. You never know.
Right, and
it's a joke.
it's also your presence. It's also how you make your delivery to wanting somebody a part of your show or what you're doing. I always and the thing that people always do too is that they check your especially with Google nowadays, people check you. Look at Bobby Simmons. Let me check.
Yeah.
You know, and it's there, and they be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? So people check you.
Yeah, they do. They do their research.
Back in the days, it was people just took their chance. Let me see if I can trust you or not, and that's how you learned your trust with someone. Today, let me see. Let me go. Bobby. A girl did that to me too.
I kind of trained myself like that too. Like if I meet somebody for the first time and I know a team that's around them or that team that's cool with me, I'll kind of be like, all right, what's homeboy about?
No, it's okay.
Just
I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm not saying it's wrong. What I'm saying is that the difference with us, and I want to say this with us, how it was back in the days was that you kind of you had instincts about people. You talk to them, and you kind of feel, even if they did, shaft you, you'd be like, oh, okay,
I got you.
Yeah, exactly. Right. But you kind of just learn. That was your whole thing of diving in.
You're saying, not to cut you off, but you're saying that even in the business inside, the people have kind of changed as well.
Well, yeah, first of all, the music industry's changed completely, period.
How you feel about it? Are you all for it? Times change?
It is what it is. My answer to everybody is what it is. Let me tell you something. The record industry, there are no more artists developing no more.
No
one develops artists no more. Go to their YouTube page, their Facebook page or whatever they're doing, check out their video. There's your artist. Their whole thing is now in the music industry is, I don't want to invest in you. Why should I invest in you? Invest in yourself, and I'll pick you up later. Back in the days, it was about investing and developing.
Taking you right off the street and kind of like molding you.
And developing.
Which wasn't good either because they were kind of molding you and developing you as they wanted
but still, that still was good.
There's still guidance.
Because, it was guidance, and it still made a star and made an artist an artist. Yeah. At least they had that. You can learn now to change your ways and grow. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're looking at some of the greatest like Michael Jackson who have done that.
Right.
At a period in Michael's career, when he was with the Jacksons, it was good, but it wasn't soaring. He had to find his way through Quincy Jones and all these great songwriters. Look, how do I change not only my style but my singing ability?
That's right.
And it worked with Off the Wall and then Thriller. And then
the best.
Right. So you grow. You find your way of growing to be. You can't be a teeny bopper artist all your life.
No, you can't.
New Edition did the same thing too. That was the whole thing about seeing that movie about them fighting about what happens now. But Johnny Gill got put in the group because of the fact now they need to change their image and be more adult.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to figure it out. So it's okay for someone to mold you to be something, but once you in, you start learning to grow yourself. But the record industry don't have that no more. You got a winning ticket, roll with that ticket till the ticket don't come up no more. And that's one of the sad things about Mariah Carey's career today. Sorry, Mariah, your hits are not. Well, her hits is not doing.
What made you say her?
Because her hits are not doing what they used to do. At one point, Mariah
voice is not that great either.
At one point, Mariah, as soon as her record came out with the number one, she had 18 number ones straight.
Yeah.
She can't touch that no more.
No, I don't. As a fan, I don't know.
Because they running with the same formula, and here's the same thing I said about Michael Jackson.
Sometimes I get tired of that whole JD
right,
kind of feel.
Exactly.
I love her to death, though.
Oh no, I'm not saying
I rock out with her, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm not saying she's not a talent, but that was the problem with Michael Jackson. People didn't want to hear the truth about that neither. I said the problem with Michael Jackson later on in his career before he died was he kept chasing that Thriller album. You've already done that. Why are you chasing that for? It's done already. Thriller's documented. You can't outdo that album. Why are you trying to outdo something? Because that was his whole mentality. Yeah. I need to outdo Thriller. I can do it. I can beat that album again. I can be that artist again. No, just find a nudge that's different. Maybe everybody won't like it, but it can be something still special. But he kept challenging. He kept trying to find that.
Yeah, and then he ended up being popish, and then
Exactly.
he lost me.
Exactly.
So I was like, all right, I'm time out.
Yeah.
The 90s of Michael Jackson.
Right. You started losing. Like, what is this? You was like, oh, it's all right. And you started losing it with him. It's like, yo, what do you? He was trying to chase. Like, I'm gonna chase that album.
Yeah.
You can't chase that. You've already done it. Bye bye. That's over there. You just got to keep making new stuff.
And then Invincible kind of tried to bring it back.
Right,
to
exactly. Right, and it just didn't. People
off
was
the wall, kind of.
Right.
And that was too late a little bit.
But that wasn't even close to that because it got so stale. You know, I mean, no disrespect to my man Dog Chow when he produced it, but I'm sorry, for you to produce a Michael Jackson record, You Rock My World, and that's it. That's all you gave me.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
And that wasn't even my favorite.
And it's not. First of all, it's The Boy Is Mine. First of all.
Yeah.
That's what the song is. All it is The Boy Is Mine by Brandy and Monica.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
That's what you giving me for Michael Jackson?
Yeah.
Sorry. And Michael kind of co-signed these stuffs.
Did you ever meet him?
No.
Just in passing?
Never met
No?
Michael.
Prince?
Never. Prince I did.
You did?
Prince actually,
See, he was my personal favorite.
Yeah, Prince I actually, thank God,
Yeah?
was able to see him occasionally a lot.
Really?
Because I became friends and still friends today with Tony Mosley.
Okay.
And Tony was in the New Power Generation. He's the rapper that did, Get It All.
Yeah,
360 in the one night.
I was into all that
right.
too.
Tony's.
He kind of lost me with that whole thing, but I was still involved.
Yeah.
He still had his touch on
But that's the thing about Prince. Whether you liked it or didn't, he still kept doing what he wanted to do. You either caught up or you be left behind.
Yup.
That was the thing about Michael Jackson. I said, yo, Michael, just do. People catch up.
Yeah, don't move along with
exactly.
what's going on.
And that one was cool and so great about Prince. And that's why when he died, when Prince died, his death was bigger than Michael Jackson.
Yeah, it was devastating.
It's like people, Purple Rain was back in the movie theaters.
Yeah.
It was like, because people was like, he was that artist that didn't care whether you liked it or not. He just said, this is what I'm doing. Accept it, or when I'm dead, you'll accept it later. And look what happened. He died. I need to find some of this stuff I didn't even get to hear. You know what I'm saying? That was a cool thing. But the thing that I learned about him.
Prince got a lot out, too, that was not heard.
Funny, I don't want to kill your time, but since you asked me, I got to tell you about the Prince story. The first time we met Prince, meaning Stetsasonic. First time we met Prince, we was on tour. We was on the Public Enemy Bring the Noise tour. It was 1988. I remember the year too, the month. It was December 6, 1988.
Amazing memory you guys have.
We was playing the First Avenue Club. That's where they shot the movie Purple Rain.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because it shows the Avenue.
Right.
Yeah,
we played that club. We was
Really?
like, oh shoot,
Did
we
it
the
look
first.
just like that?
Yeah, we was like, yo, we're the First Avenue. I was like, yo, where that dressing room that he walked down?
Yes. Or talked with his little clowns or whatever he was doing.
It don't exist.
It never exists. So that wasn't real.
No, not the backstage area.
Oh, okay.
The club and the stage exists. When I asked the owner of the club, I said, "What y'all built the wall here?" He said, "No." He said that was a stage prop that they put. So there's really no walk. There's really no hallway walk. Oh my God. He said that was a stage prop. Yeah. So when Prince get off the stage, that's as far as.
That's as far as it goes.
The dressing room was literally like right
really?
there. We was like, yo, so we played that club. So we did 2 shows, Public Enemy and Stetsasonic. So we said, the guy told us, he said, yo, Prince is coming to see you tonight. Like, get the fuck out of here. What the fuck Prince gonna come see us for? You get that, get out of here.
I wouldn't believe it either.
We didn't believe
Until
that
I
shit.
see him.
We didn't believe that shit. We was like, whatever. So came our second show. We already finished the first show. They let everybody out and they let the second people in. We was doing the second show and I remember it started snowing outside. So they let everybody in. So the guy said, yo, Prince is here. And we was like, what year, whatever. So you probably got some dressed up motherfucker like Prince.
That's another thing.
So we did our show. And after we finished doing our show. So Public Enemy was coming on next. So our road manager that was with us, he was like, yo, Prince is in the house. Now this guy, his name is Mitch. He don't care who you are. He's like, I don't care if you Michael Jackson. I don't care who you are. His whole thing was trying to sell Prince to us because he was proud of us.
Wow.
He went to Prince's bodyguard and said, yo, I want to introduce Prince to Stetsasonic. You know the original hip-hop band? I want to introduce him to Stetsasonic. He should be happy to meet Stetsasonic. And we like, yo, Mitch, fall back. This is
Mitch
Prince.
Is nice, though.
Mitch, he's still out there. Mitch is a cool dude.
Nice. He's rep for y'all.
He didn't care who you. If Michael Jackson
like
would have walked in the room, we'd be like, yo, Michael, let me show you Stetsasonic is. That's who he was.
Yeah.
So the bodyguard was like, well, Prince is kind of busy right now. He said, well, look, can Prince meet Stetsasonic? And he said, yeah, sure. So bitch, come get us. And he go, yo, fellas, come here. Come meet Prince, man. So Prince is still, I can't stand up in it.
I'm so jealous.
So Prince is standing on the wall with his one leg holding the wall. You know, he stand on the wall like this one leg.
With
And
his sexy self.
I never forget how he looked. He had on a long black trench coat. His hair was blown out like yours that time. This
I
was
remember.
1988.
Yeah, it was kind of like
Right.
thing.
Yeah, his hair was blown out like that.
Yeah.
He didn't have the shade yet.
No.
Well, he did have it, but he shaved it. And I can remember he had on Pancake 2020 on his face, the makeup, you know what I'm talking
Tons of
and
makeup.
I remember, and all I remember was he was this short,
With heels?
and his head was big.
Really?
He had like a long head, that's all I can remember. And his eyes was like this. And he introduced all of us to him.
He didn't have no glasses on?
No, he didn't have no glasses on.
Oh,
He was standing,
interesting.
and he had on black leather gloves. And he was standing on the wall, and he was watching Public Enemy get ready to perform.
That's so intimidating.
And
I feel intimidated. He's not even here.
And Mitch walked us over to the security guy, and the security guy said, "Hey, this is band Stetsasonic," because the bodyguard knew who we was because he was a fan of hip hop.
Yeah.
This is Stetsasonic, and Prince shook everybody's hand. I'm gonna show you exactly what he did. All he did was this. Mitch said, "This is Prince Paul. You got the same name, Prince." He says, "Prince Paul," and then Prince said, "Nice to meet you." Said, "This is Bobby Simmons, hip hop drummer. Nice to meet you. This is Fu Korn. Nice to meet you." He just shook our hands. "Nice to meet you," and that's all he did.
He wasn't a talker, really.
He was a talker. He was a clown, but he didn't know us. So it was like there was no. But he was a fan of Public Enemy and Stetsasonic. If you know later on in his career, he had Chuck D. He even said Chuck D on one of his records. You know, so he was a fan. Dougie Fresh always performed with him. He always called Dougie whenever he came. Yeah, he always called Dougie. Like, so he's a fan of hip hop, but he didn't know us. And that was my first meeting with Prince. And all I remember, his eyes was like this. That's all, his eyes was just like this.
Oh.
Nice to meet you.
Why was
nice
that?
Well, because he had that whole
intense.
Yeah, you know, like he just had that whole thing. Like, and he just looked at you like this.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. You know, the whole thing. So it was kind of cool that we got to meet him. And all these girls, they was happy to see us. Yo, Stetsasonic. Yo, we want to take a picture. Can we take a picture? And I'm like, yo,
Prince.
That's Prince over there.
Why are you worried about us?
And this girl said, he's here all the time.
Oh, look at that.
Because he lives in Minneapolis. So they see him all the time.
God, he's like a regular. Like
they
a
didn't
local.
care less he was over there.
He was like a local.
She was like, he's here all the time.
I've seen him.
Yeah, I see him. He's here all the time. I'm like, yo, but that's to them, they weren't impressed. To them, they was like, he ride his bike over here. He always doing a show over here. So we see him all the time. What are you doing here? That's what the girl was saying. What are you doing here? Well, he's here to see Public Enemy.
Yeah.
You know, stuff like that. I got to talk with him when I met Tony. When Tony became part of MPG, Tony called me and said, yo, we coming to Radio City Music Hall. I want to invite you to all 3 shows. And he invited me to all 3 shows. I still got my laminate pass, too.
They never asked you to be a drummer?
No. They didn't ask me to play.
Damn it. That would have been awesome.
I still got my laminate pass, too.
Do you?
Yeah, I still got that. And he said, I talked to him then.
I wouldn't throw that away.
And he said, I said, yo, Prince, I said, we met in 1988. He said, yeah, I remember that. He said, I remember that. I met you in 1988.
So you made a mark in his life.
Yo, it was so crazy.
Awesome.
And I'm sitting there watching this guy sound check from 12 o'clock to 6 o'clock. I'm like, who the hell sound checks from 12 to 6?
Jolly.
So yeah, so me and Prince was pretty
You've
fun.
been through some fun times.
Yeah, and I cherish it a lot. People keep telling me write a book. I'm like, I don't know. I think I like telling the stories better than writing a book.
You can write memoirs, which is kind of like storytelling.
Yeah, but that means I got to tell on everybody like Will Smith and all them because I know their business.
Do you?
What? You don't want me to tell you? First of all,
just like one little thing.
Listen, 1988.
I'm trying, guys.
Before I let you go, 1988 was the biggest year for hip hop music and hip hop tour.
What year?
1988. Let me tell you all the groups that came out in 1988, and you probably gonna ride with me on this. Let's go.
I'm a baby.
Slick Rick and Great Adventures of Slick Rick. Salt and Pepper, Salt with a Deadly Pepper. Long Live the King, Big Daddy Kane. Diabolical Biz Markie, right? Mm-hmm. I'm the DJ, he's a rapper, DJ Jazz Jeff Fresh Prince, right?
No.
Run DMC Runs House, right?
Yeah.
Public Enemy Takes the Nation, Men's Hold Us Back, right?
Wow.
EPMD Strictly Business, right? Stetsasonic in Full Gear, right? Coogee Rapping DJ Polo, right? All these albums, Dana Dane, all these albums came out at this. I'm sorry, I forgot Rob Bass. Rob Bass put his album out too.
Goodness, all the same year.
All these albums came out the summer of 1988.
That's a great summer, though.
88, and I have to date myself. When you put in cassettes, everybody's album was different. You didn't have features artists on it. It didn't say Rob Bass featuring Public Enemy or Public Enemy.
One of your albums had this side and that side.
Yep, exactly.
I was like, yeah.
Exactly. So
awesome.
that tour, we all toured together. Run DMC, Jazz Jeff Fresh Prince, Public Enemy, EPMD, and Big Daddy Kane. And I got some Will Smith stories. first show.
I didn't get that.
The first show was Tallahassee, Florida, and I'll save it for another time.
Oh, come on!
I remember it very well. Yeah, make me come back.
Oh, we are.
I gotta get in line.
We gotta do like a gossip show with you.
Okay, I'm down. Can I skip? And they gonna be.
Because I'm gonna get in trouble.
People gonna get mad at me too if I be like, "Yo, why you tell?" I can tell. I can tell everybody's business.
Bobby, be nice.
I tell everybody's business.
You can't get D-Essence in trouble with getting line.
D-Essence ain't gonna get in trouble. All D-Essence gotta do is say, "I invited him. I ain't telling him to tell it."
I ain't say nothing. I gotta remember not to say nothing. See, when you're talking shit to people.
But a lot of them know me. And they know most of them. I'm gonna tell us good times. We had some real great times.
Who was your favorite person to work with? Like, who's your favorite group, or who was your people to work with?
The favorite artist group. There's a few of them. One of them I got to produce Houdini's Freaks. Mm-hmm. Houdini was a great group to work with. Also, I had fun producing Tony Terry. I did a song called "That Kind of Guy" with Tony Terry.
Him. He had like reddish flat top hair, right?
Exactly. Yeah, Tony Terry.
What happened to him?
Well, he's doing gospel now, but he's still doing some shows. He just recently did a show recently, so he's still doing good.
The same?
Yeah, he still do. Yeah.
Flat top and all?
No. Of course, it's still red though, but he got the Caesar going now.
Okay, got it.
I work with a lot of people, but wow, I guess I would have to say, Smith and Wesson.
Oh.
I work with a lot of people. A lot of people I got to work with, and
I feel like you've worked with a lot.
Shabba Ranks was another good one I worked with too.
Shabba
Ranks, yeah. Him and Karis One, I did that record together with them.
Oh, yeah.
I did that. So yeah, it was a lot. I worked with a lot of people. It was kind of cool working with all of them because I had different experience with a lot of them. So it was pretty cool, and I was happy to even be getting work like that.
You're blessed to be even part of all this.
Well, yeah, that I'm happy about. So today, the music industry, I kind of just like really built my own foundation.
Yeah, definitely. We were talking behind scenes, and I asked him like, you were part. Well, I told him you were part like the best peak in hip hop.
Oh yeah.
And like now to see what hip hop is, it's like, is there like any type of connection? Do you miss the old school? See, I was speaking to Do It All, and he was like, I don't miss that 90s stuff. I'm over it. Do you miss it? Do you miss the old school?
Hip-hop
and stuff like that?
I Do It All is my dude, and Congress, here we go.
I got the flyer for the show.
That's my dude.
You happy for him?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely happy.
Isn't it something we've been wanting him to do?
Yeah, we've
been acting very humble about it, but he's doing it.
Yeah, again, we were the guys that was in the trenches years ago. Yeah. So it's not like we just started doing this. We was doing this years ago.
Yeah.
But
I'm just glad that people can see it now.
Well, yeah. Well, we gotta keep talking to the mass of the people and even the new ones. So that's the reason why you got to get out there, and I'm glad that he's doing that.
Yeah, he said it was for hip hop too.
Yeah. Well, unless it still needs to be learned.
Yeah.
But do I miss the 90s or the 80s? I actually do. I miss the relationship and the honesty that we had with each other. Am I over it? Yeah, I'm over it. But when I want to take a time to reflect on it, I love reflecting on it because it was a great moment, a great time in our life, and it showed how universal we were being with each other, and how we really, when we got a connection, there's no self-destruction.
Got it.
Why nobody today is even doing a self-destruction with all the madness going on in the world today and the shootings? No one is. We did a self-destruction. We got all the rappers together and did a self-destruction.
The video.
You got all these rappers out today.
Everybody was in that.
Yeah, you got all these rappers.
It takes one person to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But why has not one person stepped up?
Because 50 Cent said to us, he said, "I don't want to do no records with no old school artists because it makes us look old." There you go. Sorry, 50. I had to put it out there like that, And he's another one I gave a shout on my show.
He likes to say things to piss people off.
I play 50 video. I remember when BT and MTV wouldn't even play his video. They thought.
I remember when he was a fat boy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Being angry.
He came. He brought his video to my show. Like that back then when I was doing flavor videos, people used to come to my show and give me the VHSs.
You know who you remind me of too? As I was growing up, there was this girl named Angie Martinez on the on radio.
Right, I had on my show too.
Yeah. And I remember it being freestyle, and then it became kind of hip hop because hip hop was like really strong at that moment. And she was the show that these artists would go and give in their new singles.
Right, exactly.
So when you tell me your history, it kind of reminds me of a radio journey of hers.
Yeah, exactly. That's because they needed an outlet to sell their product because the major networks weren't going to play it. Yeah. So when Your Life Is on the Line came out, MTV wasn't playing that. BET wasn't playing that. So they came to me and Ralph McDaniel's Video Music Box. We were the only ones that would play those videos.
Yeah, I remember videos.
So 50 again. See, I've done, and you've never ever called me back.
He's too busy with power.
Yeah,
Talking shit about that too.
You can still call me back.
That's a plug right there.
Yeah.
Tell me about your show. Explain to the viewers and listeners, what do you offer on your show when you're on?
Okay, well, I'm doing radio again. I'm doing a 101.9 radio, which is really pretty. I was a non-believer in internet radio. Fool me. So, I guess all my journeys of doing TV, it's showing me that I guess you can do internet radio, and it does work. So I'm doing it. No,
it does. I'm just sitting here still following your dream of being on radio, and I see that online radio has taken over. But it's still not fulfilling my dream, so I'm trying to figure myself out with this whole thing.
Well, the thing with this is you got to find something that, for your show that you're gonna do that's gonna make. Like I'm doing podcasts now, and I do podcasts with the artists. Right, I have artists on the show, and I say, okay, well, instead of interviewing live on the radio show with me, I just let people know on the show. Go to the podcast on iTunes. Now you can go to iTunes and see my podcast show. Right. I've interviewed all of them, from Allure to Lisa. So you can just go to iPod, Bobby Simmons.
Right, and then put in the artist.
And you can listen to, because I want to give them something to listen to, because if you're not going to stay at home to listen, I even told people now, I said, there's no excuse for you not to listen to my show no more.
I agree.
They go, why? Because you got this.
I agree.
No excuse.
I agree. And you don't even have to watch it. You can just listen to it. I tell my people that all the time.
There's no excuse.
There's no excuses.
That's right. So cut all that nonsense out.
No excuses.
I had a friend of mine, I said, yo, my show was on. You listening? She said, oh, I forgot, Bobby. I'm on the train listening now. Good. There's no excuses. You could just go right to
Do you deal with a lot of that too? That's an industry 101. That friends and family are the ones that really don't support.
At one point I did, but now I annoy people. I tag them.
Okay.
I annoy them. I remember one time I got annoyed that people tagging me, but I know the reason why. He tags
me.
Yeah, I annoy them now. I'm on.
I thought about that a little bit.
Oh, but it works.
It helps, though.
If you have a following and you want to remind them what you're doing, it helps.
Okay.
Yeah, so I tag mine with videos now.
Any advice you can give me for radio?
I don't need to give you no advice. What am I gonna give you advice for? You doing what you do. Okay. You do what you do, and you're doing it good. This interview has been fun because you literally got all of my business.
All of it. Oh, I missed something,
and I don't appreciate it.
I missed something, though. Back in the day, did you date anybody?
Why are you trying to do this to me? Like
I was bringing that up when you were talking about Michael Jackson and Prince, but I got so starstruck. I was like,
yo,
I don't know if there's a special someone now, but this is the past. Did you date anybody?
Yo,
let's go, Bobby.
This is
Get in line. Tell me.
Yeah, let's get in line and let's.
All right. Did anybody you like? Did you like anybody and just had the attention of them?
There's a few. There's one person.
There were some bad chicks back then. I know you was very popular. It's a charisma you have that you still have.
No, I was friends.
Troublemaker.
I was friends with a lot of people and
come on, give me the name.
I had some good times, man, with some real good people. Some real good people.
All right. Was there a crush that you had though?
I didn't have crush on anybody. I think once we met each other, like back then it was called the Jack the Rapper conventions or the music seminars back then.
Okay. Yeah.
We would meet them and we would go out there. One of my main things back then, I always offered a woman to let's go out and eat. What you doing after the seminar's over? You going to the club? Well, let's go out to eat. And I would always find like. At that time, there were nice places, Howard Johnson's, or well, of course, TGIF. It was fly back then.
Oh, I love TGIF.
Right,
now.
Back
only
then,
franchise that gets me messed up.
Yeah, it was
$7.
Word, it was fly back then. I was like, yo, you want to? So I would get them.
They've been around that long.
Yeah. I would get them by saying, let's go out to eat. Let's go out, and that's how I would.
So that's the catch. You will them in with the food.
Yeah, I would get get them out to let's talk, and. That's so fun.
So you're not gonna give me one name, one person you like? Not one name.
Okay, this one, and I'm gonna say this because she's a great friend, and she's married now.
Okay,
and she's
with
good
all
people.
due respect, this is part of the interview.
But Nia Peoples.
Really? Yeah. Interesting. That's a throwback.
I'm done. Ladies and gentlemen, good night. I'm done with the essence.
We are ending though.
There will be no gossip show with her no more.
Yes, there will. You stay tuned. We just got to get that in order. You know what I mean?
Oh my goodness. I came here to get put on blast. I thought she was going to interview me about music. And, she went in for the kill.
I went in for the kill.
Do y'all believe that?
Yes, definitely. Anything new coming for you in the future?
Well,
that you're working on now?
Real quick before I let you you get out with the show, is I do want to let people know that please come check. The tickets are moving too, and the Blue Note don't hold that many people.
No, they
but
don't.
It's nice, a nice place.
Yeah, it's a nice venue.
Stetsasonic, we're going to be at the Blue Note Jazz Club October 6th Friday and October 7th Saturday. So if you never saw the hip hop band before ever, come out and show us some love. And
I think I'm going to be in presence. I do want to go.
You should come.
And I want to meet the band.
And you not only meet the band, I have you introduce them. What you going to say? Ladies and gentlemen.
Stetsasonic. I guess I'm fired from my first gig with Bobby. Get her out of here. I don't care who the else is.
Have her introduce us.
Stetsasonic.
I did.
Stetsasonic.
See, still ain't get it, see?
Damn it.
That's fun, though. But 2 shows. So you come, and everybody else come, please.
Stetsasonic.
Say it again?
Stetsasonic.
No. You work on it. You got time to work on it.
I had it earlier.
Yeah, you
I'm telling you.
Just say
Stetsasonic. Stetsasonic.
There you go.
Bobby Simmons from the legendary hip hop group Stetsasonic.
See, she messed it up. See? Hey, but if you can't,
I'm such a fool, guys.
If you can't say it all,
Steph.
No.
Steph. Stetsasonic. Stetsasonic. This is a mission. You should get paid. You should get paid for every time someone messes up the name. You would be so rich. Oh, before we end, now that we're talking about money, the most recent viewing of him was on Shazam.
Oh my God.
With Jamie Foxx. I have to put this out there. I'm sorry, Dan, for going a little over. Can you just tell me, you were on there with Shannon. It was hilarious. You guys did amazing.
Thank you.
I assume you already knew Jamie Foxx from before, or was this your first time meeting him?
Actually, this was mine and Jamie's first time.
He loved you.
Yeah, no. Actually,
loved you.
Well, I can give some behind the scenes real quick before I leave on that one. Me and Jamie Foxx. First of all, he was a fan of Stetsasonic.
Yes, he mentioned that.
And he also told me before we went on, he said, I'm not going to mention anything about Stetsasonic.
Okay.
He said, because you have to tell my audience who you are. He said, I can't even believe I got you on this show.
Really?
And he was like, yo, do you understand?
What an honor.
Yeah, it was really cool, I mean, I came across Jamie at parties, but we never got to meet personal like
now
that.
You're in his space.
And after we met, we are now like literally we're friends.
I love
Like
that.
we're like he's like yo, you know how to get in contact with all the old school. I said, anybody old school you want to?
Because he wants to keep bringing to the show.
Well, I don't know to the show, but I know he got some other things in the work. And Shazam, they're on their second season.
You can give him my number too.
You want me to give him your number?
I'm up and rising.
Okay, I'll tell him that.
Okay, you imagine.
He's like, who? The Essence? Who's doing my number? But it was fun on that show, and the thing that people have to understand is that it's a fun show. It really is fun. That big screen is really in your face.
Is it?
And you got to literally be ready.
You can't. See the thing, I would lose in that show because like you just did. There was sometimes you would look at me for a lyric or a title.
Right.
I go blank under pressure.
Yeah, it's really kind. And the cool. Let me give a big shout out to Christina, the girl who won, because I still speak to her to this day.
They're getting married, right?
Well, yeah, yeah. They working on it. Let's hope it happens. Oh. Yeah. No, they're the only ones that won to me. Ooh, I'm sorry, huh? No, the episode I was on season 4. I mean, that's season 4, episode 4.
Yeah, his passed already. It was
I was on episode 4, and they won. Christina and they won $1 million.
Right, and supposedly they were getting married.
And people was making them feel bad. First of all, let me make this clear to everybody that watched the show. First of all, it's a tough show. Only even if you know the music, it's tough because you have to pick the right title. It may say, for an example, Humpty Dance. Or it may say Humpty Hump. You may hit Humpty Hump by thinking, ain't it Humpty Hump?
Yep.
No, it's Humpty Dance.
Right.
Because you're looking at this big screen and you got to make sure you hit the right buzzer. Sometimes you can find yourself losing. Right, you can find yourself losing. But one thing Jamie said to me, he said, you know what? Out of all the contestants that was here, he said, you had the most fun because you wasn't even getting mad.
No, you weren't.
He said most people was getting mad.
And you got the first run of the money.
Yeah.
You got that first. Yeah.
He said people was getting mad. He said you was really he said you didn't even care. He said you made friends with Christine and them and they won $1 million. I was like, well, I'm going to get mad at them for
It's a game. game.
Right, it's a game. And she told me too. She said, Bobby, she said, yo, most of that music I don't even listen to. She said, you know how we won? I said, how did you win? She said, we went on YouTube and just logged in the top 100 top #1 songs.
So that's the secret.
And she said, we just studied them.
That's the secret, guys.
She said, that's all we did. We studied them.
And this is in LA, right?
Yeah, this is in LA. But Christina and them, they from Nashville.
So you auditioned for it? You got called up for it?
No, actually, I got called for it. I actually got called to it through Shannon.
Oh, okay.
Shannon, when Shannon,
ask you how she ended up with you.
Shannon. They actually called Shannon. Shannon was like, well, the only person I know.
Dope. She did the whole split, the whole turnaround.
Yeah.
I loved it.
So that's my girl.
We've
been friends for, and she said the only person I know for 30 years who know music is Bobby.
So why you didn't get all of them?
But here's the funny thing. I got most of them. The only problem is that who got it the first?
Right.
Who got it? If you notice, you'll notice that we got it all the same. They both got it, but who got it the quickest?
Yep.
So because they got it the quickest, their money goes up. You know what I'm saying? So it's a fun game. It really is fun. You know what I'm saying? I told Jamie, I said, y'all need to work on doing a rematch with me and her, because I'll beat her next time.
You should.
Yeah, but I'm only playing. No, he was like, yo, you really had fun. So it was, hey, first of all, two things. One, I didn't lose.
You did not lose.
I still came on with some money.
Place, right?
That's right. I still came on with money.
Two dudes were out of
there. They were out. They didn't win no money.
I know. I was like,
he was
get
mad.
Here.
Nah, he was mad.
He knew enough in the beginning to get him by.
He was cursing backstage.
Really? Those are sore losers, guys.
Oh,
you
my
see?
God. I was like, yo, it's just a game.
Thank God. I mean, not that you didn't win, but he would have lost it if you won. He would have been, oh, my God.
I know, right?
He's an industry.
I know, right? Yeah. So I was like, I'm fine with it. And the cool thing about it was that me and Shannon both had fun doing it. And Jamie liked the fact that I didn't try to play up to him because everybody else tried to play up to him. Like, I was really into the game. When I got Dawson's Creek, I was like, word, yeah. And he was like, well, the founder of hip-hop, no Dawson Creek. It was like he was having fun with me. And he was like, yo, man, you was having so much fun that the connection between us made people think we knew each other.
That's how it felt.
Yeah.
That's how it felt. That's why I asked.
So Beach Shazam was really cool. I had fun.
What you did with the money?
Well, the money didn't come yet. The money comes. We'll be receiving the money actually at the end of this month. We had to wait 90 days.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you got to wait 90 days for
and
the
you
money.
split that with Shannon?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So we good.
Good.
We're good though. So we
nice.
we happy
It sounds
with that.
great.
I give you a little money.
Sounds fun.
Yeah. I got some money for you. Don't worry about it.
Do you really?
Yeah, I got you.
$20 I'll take.
I'm saying you want the $20. I said I got some money for you. Y'all heard her, right? She said $20 she take.
I totally downgraded myself with that one.
I come back. Oh, see, he said he take the rest.
That is my work husband, you know.
See, well, I'm just saying though. He say take the rest. You said $20.
I'll take the rest from him when he takes the rest.
Y'all work that out.
We'll work it out.
I told her I give him some money. She said I take $20. I got $20 now.
I'm not a beggar. That's why.
But we had fun, so I was happy about that, and I'm looking forward to doing a lot more stuff. There's a lot of things coming up, so we need to really get on that next time. And
yeah, I do want to bring you back, and I do want to have more fun with you. I just felt like there was so much history that was important to have on the show, and part of my journey, I just need it out.
Thank you.
So thank you for being detailed. Thank you for remembering dates and locations. There was only one person that came like that. Well, two. It was K7 and Sal Abatal.
Yo, I'm sick of K7. He make me sick too. He make me sick too.
I love you, but he's upset with me.
Yeah, good.
He's upset with me because they came to perform in the Bronx and I didn't go.
Good, later for K.
I'm sorry.
K's my man. I'm just mad at him because every time I call him, he don't return.
He's busy.
You know what? We live?
Yeah, we live. We live.
How many minutes we got left?
Probably nothing.
Hold on.
Are we gonna call K7 on air?
Are we still Facebook?
Please do this, yes.
Okay, hold on.
Because I will be hitting up K7 after the show, like, yo.
Every time I call him, I say, yo, man, listen, I'm trying to work this out.
He's too superstarish. You know what I mean?
We were label
Maybe
mates.
you need to go through Trey to get to K.
We were on the same level. Can y'all hear?
That's Tommy Boy.
I'm calling him right now.
This would be so dope if he picks up right now.
Let me see. He ain't gonna pick up.
So right now we have a joke that K7 Kyle from TK.
You lied. You did not pick up the phone. You did. Yo, K. Yo, K. I'm live in the studio right now doing a TV show with the Essence. And I said, I've been trying to catch up with K7 all the time. And he never pick up my phone call. I said, I'm going to call him right now. So you live on the air. Say what's up to everybody.
What up?
Yo, we were just talking about you, man, just showing love to people. I was telling that we were label mates on Tommy Boy Records. We break it down the history of Tommy Boy, and I was telling her that me and you're cool peoples, and she just wanted to know what's happening with you. So what's happening with you, Kay? What you been up to?
Right now, I'm eating my vegetables at home.
Oh man, I wish we could hear him.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, okay.
He's putting on home.
So I'm going to switch the tables on you.
Go ahead.
And I want to say, when is this Stetsasonic show that I just read about, and I'm so excited about, that it's happening? Did I miss it already? It was about to happen. When is it going to happen and where?
No, that's going to be at the Blue Note Jazz Club here in Manhattan, October 6th and October 7th. We doing both nights.
Oh man, I got to come down one of those nights.
Yo, you got to
reserve the dates.
Yo, say you coming down because if you gonna come down, we want to put together a set where you perform like a 2-minute set with us.
Ow.
What?
No, I'm serious.
I got dance steps. I got dance steps to Sally. Don't even play.
Yo, I'm not lying because we're not supposed to tell people to surprise guests during the second show, but we got Milk. He's gonna perform top billing with us.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So I'm saying if you coming through, I'll let the guys know. Let's play. We're gonna play a song. We're gonna do Sally. Then you come on, Kay.
Yes,
we need you in the building.
Come on, man. You know me and Daddy O been twins forever. So.
Word up, man. So we need to make that happen. Yo, how's the new single going? Because I know you've been putting out singles back to back.
Yeah, man. I decided to put out 16 songs for the summer.
Wow.
So far I'm 6 deep. This week I got delayed a little, so next week there's gonna be 2. I've been doing pretty well, man. I'm happy. I like the response. I like the fact that people are responding to them. People tagging me on them, that saying that they like them on the Club Killers app, because I put it up on the Club Killers app and then I put it on iTunes.
Oh, okay.
So
why you didn't send it to GetInLine?
Shit, DS said why you didn't send it to her to GetInLine?
Why you didn't send it to me?
Because she my friend and all she does is play the old stuff, which is cool. I'm trying to get her on the new stuff. She keeps sending me videos of her singing the old stuff.
I checked out all your stuff this weekend, so I will be playing some of your stuff on GetInLine. Is that okay with you? I was gonna call you, but you never hit me back.
Now you know what? I'll send you copies of everything.
All right, baby. All right, you're not mad at me. I love you.
See, there it is. We family. See, okay, I'm gonna hit you up because we still gotta set me up or set you up on my show. I had your son up. Now I gotta get you up.
I popped the son's cherry first.
I know that I'm also a little flaky on showing up to your show, but I promise you, man. It's my word. I'm coming up.
I got you. Cause I had Lisa up there, man. She performed an acoustic live set.
Lisa, you know what? Maybe what we'll do is we'll get you on the drums and we'll get the DJ and we'll do some old school stuff like we used to do back in the day.
Enough said. We done, baby. That's it. We done.
Right,
we in there.
Let's go.
All right, so we gonna holler, baby.
All right.
Talk to you in a minute.
Bye, Kay.
That's my man K7.
I'm so happy he picked up for you.
He never. Every time I call him, I'll be like, "Yo, K man, yo."
And he's eating his vegetables.
He picked up on Nightline. He picked up.
I love it.
I love this.
Oh my God, Bobby, we have to go. Yes, we have to come back.
You gotta go? Cause I'm gonna call one more person.
No, we gotta go.
Okay, you gotta go.
Cause the longer we stay, the longer we get out of here.
Okay, all right.
So we gotta go, but I do want you to come back. You know, we peoples. We'll talk about another date.
Well, let's look at September. I mean, not September. I'm sorry.
Let's do it.
October
before the show.
Exactly.
So you can promote.
I can bring the guys up here too.
Oh my God, let's do it.
Bring the guys up here.
Let's do it. Yes.
Who we gonna bring up here?
Stetsasonic. I'm gonna say it the way I want to
love
say it.
it.
How about that? It's as close as I can get.
So we'll do that. We'll bring them up here.
That,
we'll bring it, so that'll be 2 days before the show.
Okay.
We'll bring them up here on that Wednesday.
Whatever you want to do.
Which is what the 4th. Right, the 4th. October 4th. So we'll bring them up here.
You already know.
We said it live on GetInLine.
There's a lot that was said live here. Even that call right now. So you gotta come on the show too. Right. To your show.
That's right. Oh, I'm a call out. He make me sick.
Thank you, Bobby, so much for being
so much.
here. I love him.
Good peoples. I like her.
Please. I remember when I first met him at DSN. He was over there, and I met Do It All the same day.
Really? Okay.
It was a legendary day for me.
Oh, great.
And I knew you were Bobby Simmons, but I wasn't too sure. And you were very serious. Can you, before we leave, why don't you smile? And to get Bobby to smile is a thing. And he has a nice smile. You smiled a lot on this show today.
Because I have fun.
Okay.
I don't smile in my pictures.
He always got a face.
I don't smile in my pictures because that's Stetsasonic.
Okay.
Look at our pictures. We don't smile.
No, I know.
We don't smile in our pictures.
I just want to make sure what your excuse was.
No, we don't smile.
And keep doing what you do on stage. You're really good at hype.
Oh,
Hype
thank
Man
you.
too.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate
I
that.
saw you were Founder Raised though.
Oh, that's my baby. Yeah, we getting ready. We got some shows coming up too, so we getting ready to start it again.
Yeah, keep these girls, keep these ladies beautiful and active because we still need them.
Oh yeah,
and
we
they
definitely
sing
do.
phenomenal still.
Well, yeah, I support them because like I said, the music industry is shady. People trying to get whatever they can out of them, and I just want to make sure that I'm fair to them and they get to enjoy themselves doing what they love
It's
to do.
just amazing how you're younger than them and they started off maybe before you or whatever, and now you guys work together and best friends.
And that's a blessing. I appreciate that very much. Thank you.
Yeah, so best of luck with your shows.
Thank you.
Get all your information out.
Yeah, y'all, look, everybody just hit me up on Facebook, Bobby Simmons. Hit me up on Instagram, BSBVBK, which is Bobby Simmons, Brownsville, Brooklyn. So hit me up there and talk to me there. I talk to everybody on that, so talk to me there. And I look forward to seeing everybody October 6th and October 7th at the Blue Note Jazz Club.
Right in the village, right?
Yeah, right in the village. Come down here, come hang out, y'all. It's going to be a good night.
Support our legends because they're our foundation and they're still about work. So we need to keep supporting, keep that going. Thank you guys for tuning in. It was a great show. I'm sorry we ran a little over, but I feel like we got a lot out. If you didn't know history, now you know it. You left with something. You left with respect and appreciation for this individual right here. Thanks for Kay picking up the phone.
I know, right?
I'll see if I can get some of your songs on GetInLine. Guys, have a great weekend. I don't really have anything on the rundown as an event-wise. I'm sorry, I suck like that. But have a great weekend. It's going to be nice weather. And I'll see you next week on GetInLine. I have a dope hip-hop band coming by.
What's Stetsasonic?
7?
Stetsasonic is the only hip hop band.
That's October.
Oh, okay. All right.
The new talent.
Oh, okay.
I got new talent coming in. So stay tuned. Flyers will be up. Have a great weekend. GetInLine, your girls, The Essence. We out.
Peace.
Good night.
It's time to give up the poo-tay. Come on, y'all. Poo-tay, poo-tay, come on now. You got to give up the poo-tay. Poo-tay, poo-tay, come on now. You got to give up the poo-tay. Poo-tay, poo-tay, come on now. You got to give up the poo-tay. Poo-tay, poo-tay, come on now. You got to give up the poo-tay. Now when I walk into a club, I see sexy women everywhere. Sexy ones. Some of them are bald-headed. Some of them have extensions in their hair. Now I can smell the rich perfume as the lady struts on by with their sexy boots on and their skirts up real high. Come on, y'all. Poo-tay, poo-tay, come on now. Poo-tay, come on now. You got to give up the poo-tay. Poo-tay, poo-tay, come on now. You got to give up the poo-tay. What you want? Poo-tay, poo-tay, come on now. You got to give up the poo-tay. Give up the poo-tay. In Detroit, give up the poo-tay. In New York, give up the poo-tay. What about Philly? Give up the poo-tay. In Miami, give up the poo-tay. What about Cleveland? Give up the poo-tay. Dallas, Texas, give up the poontang. Kansas City, give up the poontang. Now listen, check this out. Now I know this one girl, she lives out in East New York, right in Brooklyn. Now Shorty was a dime, baby. For all of y'all who don't know what that means she's official. Now the qualities of her looks, past the 10's best. But the best thing that stood out on Shorty was her nipples on her big breast. Come on, y'all. Poontang, poontang, come on now. You got to give up the poontang. I can't hear you. Poontang, poontang, come on now. You got to give up the poontang. Poontang, poontang, come on now. You got to give up the poontang. Poontang, poontang, come on now. You got to give up the poontang. Now where you want them? Give up the poontang. Atlanta, Georgia. Give up the poontang. Alabama. Give up the poontang. DC City. Give up the poontang. LA 2. Give up the poontang. North Carolina. Give up the poontang. South Carolina. Give up the poontang. In Jamaica. Give up the poontang. Now listen to this one. Now my ex-girl Shatoya, she had hazel eyes, but they were contacts. Now Shatoya had a nice curve-shaped body, but I told her ass was kind of flat. She said, oh really, Bobby? But I guarantee you one thing. I said, what? She said, if you climb into my bed, I have you eating out my poontang. Come on, y'all. Poontang, poontang, come on now. You got to give up the poontang. I can't hear you. Poontang, poontang, come on now. You got to give up the poontang. Let them know. Poontang, poontang, come on now. You got to give up the poontang. Poontang, poontang, come on now. You got to give up the poontang. Give up the poontang. Sagittarius. Give up
up the boot tag.
What about Taurus?
Give up the boot tag.
Scorpios?
Give up the boot tag.
Capricorn?
Give up the boot tag.
What about Pisces?
Give up the boot tag.
What about the Aries?
Give up the boot tag.
What about the Gemini?
Give up the boot tag.
Yeah, I got to give up the poutine, ladies. I'm sick of this mess. Sick of your little stink poutine all up in my face. Shake what your mama gave you. Shake it, baby. Shake your poutine now. Shake what your mama gave you. Shake what your mama gave you. Jennifer Lopez, Halle Berry, Whitney Houston, Tina Turner, Janet Jackson, RuPaul. No, not RuPaul. Gladys Knight, Patti LaBelle. Word up. Looking all good with your painted toes. Walking on a beach. It's all hot. Feet stinking. Word. The girls over there with the painted toes on. Shake what your mama gave you. Girls over there